Hey there, gorgeous gays! Version 2 here with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I booted up the game and it put me into a position where the bloom was like this. Did I save it in a position last time? Where the lighting, like, I'm in a shadow right now. Like, I can see the shadows end in the distance. I'm in a shadow right now. But it's like there's a bloom and like a strong enough level of light that it's like washing out the color, but also I'm in shadows. Oh, there we go! The game's been out for over a year. How has this not been patched? I'm so, like... Has this game gotten, like, performance patches? It's a good lighting system. That's my one thing about the game that I can say that is just, like, objective criticism in terms of quality of the game. The lighting sucks. Normally how it goes in RPGs, try to find everything until you find the best. Yeah, we were talking before the YouTube thing about how last time I worked out that Poison was really good. And just the idea of just like testing things in RPGs to just look at like, does this game like status moves? Does this game like stat boosting moves? Does it like putting debuffs on your opponents? Does it not care about any of that? I think last time we picked up some petrify material for someone. Yes, so we haven't used this yet. So we're doing Gongaga open world exploration. We still haven't finished this place. We finished all the side quests. I put the game in the same position. I managed to perfectly park myself in a place where the lighting was awful. Jesus. Again, so like if the game's gotten performance patches over the last year, I have no idea if it has or not. But I feel like the lights at the performance doesn't need to be patched. I'm running on performance mode and it's a rock solid 60. There's been like 2 or 3 moments in the game where it's dropped below 60. That's like fine. Rock solid 60. I don't need it more than that for performance mode. So I don't need, I'm not like, oh my god, the game performs poorly, but just fix the lights. So yeah, we were testing out a couple things last time, like Poison, which never misses, which is awesome, and Sax. But we do have Petrify. I want to test that out today, because it does Quake. So I'm curious, like, how much damage does Quake do? How good is Quake hitting shit? How much do you need to build up Petrify to actually do a Petrify on an enemy? Does Petrify do anything if you don't... Pardon me. Does Petrify do anything if you don't pardon me? Like, if I sneeze and you don't pardon me, do you die from petrification? I'm pretty sure I have petrifying sneezes, so I do believe so. I think that was the main thing. Like, we tested out gravity last time. Yuffie's got her, like, steel meta on, which I don't think I actually did. I don't think I've used slow or stop. I mean, stop, like, what does stop do? That one's pretty obvious. How much does slow? Does slow stop them down in terms... I think it said slow stops them down in terms of using moves, but not like their actual physical movement speed. Because that's what it does to us. It slows down at A to B, not like how fast we move. But don't pardon you, end up having to spend 6 months in jail? Oh, shit. Okay, please pardon me. Otherwise, I go to jail. That's one hell of a clickbait title to put onto a YouTube video. My Twitch chat sent me to jail? Arrows, question marks, exclamation marks. So, yes, we done all of our side stories. We managed to actually hardline focus that accidentally. I feel like this usually happens. But we do have all of this. We got our first proto relic is like way down there, so it's gonna take a while to get to there. But it turns out like the entire way up to the reactor and everything leading up to Gongaga, that's all finished. That's all done. We got the towers there and there's actually nothing left there. So it means that this section down here, which given the fact that it has 3 towers in of itself, does give that away. This area down here should be, in theory, fucking dense with shit. There should be 3 life springs, a summon crystal, and fucking 4 combat assignments. Proto relic's gonna be anyway. So I think the idea was we're going to go down to this bridge. I don't want to teleport into the middle of here. This bridge has like a specific name. I don't remember what it was. But we're going to put that as a pin. We're going to put a pin in it. We're going to go out the village, go through this gate that's over here, and then walk down to here. And we're going to go through this. Because it seems like we can't get through to this section. There was this area up here that I never was able to work how to get to. But this does also possibly connect over here. So this might be you go up to this section backwards, as opposed to any of these mushrooms lead you up there. We spent quite a while testing that. So, that's the plan. It's Gongaga open world stuff. There is also Queen's Blood and VII missions to do, but we'll do all that afterwards. Mainly because, like, I think I may have even said last time, let's start with Queen's Blood today, but I don't feel like it. I'm not in the mood for that. Like, I'm excited to do Queen's Blood, but it's not the thing I'm most excited to do right now. What I'm most excited to do right now is open world stuff. I really like Queen's Blood. Queen's Blood is implemented very well into this game. It's just, you know, I'm excited to do exploration first. Because that's what I wanted to do last time, and I did some of it, and then I ended up doing side quests instead. There's always that problem with the side quests, and by problem, I mean the way that my brain handles it is just like, I want to explore everywhere and explore everything freely, but I feel like if I don't knock out the next objective for a side quest, then what if I explore an area that had the next objective for that side quest in it anyways, and then I have to go back there? So then I end up just hardline focusing the side quests anyways, out of a fear of doubling back. And here we are on our second stream of Gongaga Open World, which was already followed by a stream before that doing some open world for Gongaga going to the reactor, which was also preceded before that by a little bit of open world getting to the village in the first place. We've spent a long time in Gongaga, but honestly, if there's a place that we spend a lot of time in this game, I'm not gonna fucking complain that it's here. If the way that I'm going through this means that some places we spend a little bit more time in than others, I don't think this being one of them is a bad thing. Alright, so we have... again, make sure you have everything unlocked before you start exploring. So we have Quake. This is 13. Gradually petrify an enemy and deal a small amount of non-elemental damage. Small doesn't mean anything particular. The first level always just says small. Small doesn't mean small for overall damage amount. Small means for that attack. Because they all just say small, like, an amount and then a large amount. So how much will that bang? I mean, it hasn't pressured and staggered them because they're just like any enemy. They do specifically hit them with powerful offensive pressures them. But that means that one of them already... Okay. Did they get petrified? Small damage launches them 20 feet up in the air. Did they... Okay, so when it says slowly petrifies, was that amount enough to petrify them? Or is it like they get hit with the stone and then over time they take a little bit more petrification damage? Or is it if I attack them once they've got it, like for a little bit afterwards, it adds more? Petrify means death. No, I'm talking in terms of the build-up of the bar. Last guy looks like you're petrified given you dissolve. That's kind of my thought process. But it's like, if they petrify, like... like that's pointing down into the river. I mean, it's accurate because like that is where I marked it, but it is funny that it's visually like that. I didn't quite get the bridge right. No, I don't mean in terms of like, oh, petrification means an instant kill. I'm aware of that. It's more so just, so I hit them with the attack, right? If the attack in of itself was enough to petrify them, wouldn't they have gotten petrified instantly the moment they got hit by it? That's what I'm curious about, is that it didn't petrify, like they didn't get turned to stone the second the attack hit them. They got hit by the attack, I beat them up a little bit afterwards, and then they got petrified. So does that mean, does me attacking them afterwards, like while they've got it, add some more petrification to their bar? Oh, okay, there's another pathway here. Or is it they get hit by it, and then over time, for like a couple of seconds after getting hit, it builds up the bar slowly? Like, it's more so in terms of like that mechanical sense. Because if it's just, oh yeah, it does a certain amount of filling up the bar when it hits, then it either would petrify them the moment they get hit by it, or it wouldn't. But that took a couple seconds after the attack landed for them to get petrified. Or maybe they just, if you kill them in their turn, and maybe they've got petrify status at all, and they're not quite dead, but if you kill them, then it, like, the petrification takes over, so it's visually just, like, a unique way of killing things. It could just be that. It could be a visual flair, to just be like, if they've got enough petrification status when you kill them, then they turn to stone anyways. We're at a point where we've been in this area so much that even with dynamic scaling, we're kind of over-leveling the area. So... like, a lot of these, this is the issue that I was saying about, exploring an area and finishing everything in it. Is that we're at a point where it's like to actually test things on enemies. I kind of need new enemies. I'm gonna die as quickly. Have we? I was about to say, have we been up here? If I looked a little bit further, yes, that was a crystal. So this little area up here, I'm gonna shoot up the front here. We're probably done. So if we go down to here, like right next to this tower, we haven't explored anywhere here. But I'm gonna shoot basically up to this tower. I don't want to get this tower and get something here. Counts instead of it being part of this tower. But yeah. I mean, I design because of traversal. Personally, I really liked it. That's because this zone has friction when it comes to traversing it, because it has a lot of interconnected sections, a lot of different levels, a lot of different pathways and passageways, which means that it has friction for exploring it. Which is why I really like it, because it feels very different. It feels very different to a lot of other places that we've been exploring. It's very fun. Quake. Okay, so yeah, so you got a little bit there. Okay, no, so see that? Yeah. So when, wait. Okay, yeah, so that's what it is. Okay, that makes, because of the way it works now, yeah, okay. It's also very pretty. Okay, so see this? This is, okay, so this Quake is working the way that I thought it did. I guess because it's so intensive on the MP, and so you don't have to spam the spell, that's the trade-off. You do this to inflict the petrification. And then as I attack them, if they've got the petrification spell, every attack you do to them further increases that petrification bar. That's a really interesting way of doing it, which, because of the real-time nature of this game, I understand that's why it does that. It definitely works better. Because I was a little concerned about the idea of, oh, petrification spell. It petrifies enemies if you hit them with it. How many times am I going to have to use the same spell to result in an instant kill? Am I going to have to use the same spell so many times to result in an instant kill that I would have been better using the ATB resources to do something else? But no, they basically made petrification work like other debuffs, where, no, you've now applied this to the enemy. So it's like, you don't need to poison an enemy, you don't need to hit an enemy with poison multiple times to poison them. You hit them with poison, and it hits them with the poison effect, and then over time they take damage. You slow down an enemy, and an enemy is slowed down for a certain amount of time. And petrification does that. It's just because petrification is a instant kill, all or nothing kind of thing. It's a, you can build up to then killing them. That's really cool. That's a really, because of the real-time nature way that this game has its combat. I feel like that's how you make a spell like that actually work. It's a thing of, oh, this is the tower. I don't want to be here. How do I get down? I run away, that's how. Woo! Okay, there's a section there. Aha, okay. Okay, that looks like a chocobo grind rail, possibly? Or is that something we come back from? Oh, it might go into a cave here. There's definitely something there. We must explore. We must explore. There's mushies there. There's mushies there. So that looks like an exit mushy. But also there's an entrance mushy up there. There's mushies there, and what the mushies do is they go forward and back, and then forward and back, and then go forward and back, then put 1 foot forward. Where are the bunnies? Oh, the bunnies are over there. I think I entered the bunny sniff range at the very edge of the circle of it, so I saw it for a second. I got very confused. Be more generous. There we go. Ta-da! What do we get? Gemeralds! Hell yeah. Yeah, it's the thing I was looking at. No, it doesn't look like it goes anywhere there. Okay. Quay. Okay. I do see a little climbing. So let's take a little climbing. Let's take a little climbing. If there's one thing I can say that I think my LP is good for Rebirth, if you have watched this LP and say that part 3 has a similar open world or similar sections to it, I'm gonna guess it won't. I'm like, it might have open world sections. I can't imagine Re 3 is going to focus on open world as much as what this game does. Not because I know about what the original game does and everything, but it just feels like if this is going to be the middle game that's about fleshing out the world and its story, then part 3 is probably going to be about a lot of actions, you know, build up to the climax of the story. So even if it has open world sections, it'll probably have a lot less of them. But if it does, don't do towers. It is amazing how well this game's open world works without doing towers, and I highly recommend doing it that way. I mean, this area, even with towers, would probably be still similar. There we go. Worry about the much as you gotta worry about snakes. Ah, it's a snake.
Rare Grandhorn
Oh, who are you for the game?
Commencing guidance protocol. Generally,
Who are you calling Grandhorn?
Grandhorns are peaceful creatures which use their claws not for combat, but for unearthing insects to eat. During mating season, they pair off to build nests and raise their young. Those unable to find partners eventually take up the role of protector, guarding the nests of others and keeping the newborns from harm. Their crimson coloration is a warning to all would-be trespassers.
Can we teach incels in real life to, like, take up this idea?
It's definitely worthy of further investigation.
Can we teach incels that if they can't get laid and have kids, then maybe they should just, like, be community protectors instead? Instead of what they currently are, which is the exact opposite of that? Hey, boy, I heard you got a grand horn. Okay, here's an idea. I have an idea. This idea is called, I'm gonna do this. Lethal haze. Are you... Well, that was poison. Ow. I keep forgetting these things block a lot. I basically have to do this. I'm gonna assess.
I got your number.
Alright, what are they weak to? Attacking it twice while guarding will cause it to counterattack. Hitting with powerful defense capabilities while it is guarding or counterattacking will pressure it. The only ranger attacks are effective while it is counterattacking. Oh, okay, so just, okay. So what you could do is just have, like, attack it, and then as it goes to counter you, go to someone else and do a ranged attack. I do have Barret with me, so that works. Okay. I was about to say, like, to do this and then, like, change out if I need to do other things. I don't think I need to. I didn't want you to go.
Pushing it.
All right. Watch it.
Oh, there we go. Woohoo! Hell yeah.
I'm coming.
Oh. Lol. Oh god. Oh god. Boom! Alrighty, and then you have fire. Do a fire roar. And I know you're about to do this. You're gonna be a dick, but it's not gonna, like. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay.
Take it from here.
About damn time.
Jesus Christ. That's what I had in the previous game. That's fine. God! Here we go. Infinity's End. Error. Might as well. Alright, here we go. Bye! Woohoo!
Though I suspect it wasn't much of a challenge.
Hell yeah. It's so satisfying when you, like, learn how to do fights like that in this game.
That was a very impressive showing. So impressive, in fact.
Thank you, it was. I think that was one of my better performances for a while in this game.
And I was in charge of calibrating its difficulty level. We put a lot of thought into this, so give it a try.
No, Mai, you're a trans woman! You always play games on the hardest difficulty. No! Damn it. No, Mai, you're a trans woman. You don't know how to balance games well. You're just gonna turn it on to the highest difficulty possible and then be surprised that other people didn't think it was that hard. No! Look at them pretend they're community and they're newborns and you just blew them all up. Hell yeah, I did. High fives! trans women be like, play video game without upgrades. And when other people say, oh my god, that game was so hard, and you're like, yeah, I know, right? And they were just like, even with all the upgrades, it was so hard. And then be like, wait a minute, the game wasn't meant to always be that hard. I didn't get any upgrades. It's almost like a metaphor for what it's like to live as a trans person. So that's why my Hollow Knight playthrough is secretly my most trans playthrough that I've had. I go through the entire game without any weapon upgrades and be like, wow, this game's hard. It's a bit hard. It's not super hard, but wow, I'm shocked at how hard it is. And everyone's just like, oh my god, I don't even know how you're managing to go through the whole game like this. You're so brave. And I'm like, what do you mean? It doesn't seem any different. And then people tell me, yeah, most people don't go through the game like this. And I'm like, what do you mean most people don't go through the game like this? It's a trans metaphor. I think I've worked out my new favorite spell in the game. I'm not gonna lie. Quake fucking rocks. Fire finally decides to share her opinions on old boomer shooters. I've not played Quake, I'm sorry. Wait, actually that may not be true. Have I? Have I played a Quake? Oh, it's the bunny treasure I already have. I've already been in. Have I played a Quake? Is there of the UI is interactable? Oh, there's a skill tree here. There's an entire skill tree over here? What do you mean? Okay, basically go down this way. We've already... How did I do so much of this area already without finding anything? Oh, because it was we were finding the mushrooms. I was about to say, why did I go this far down and not even go over to here? And because this is the mushrooms. This is the mushrooms. I remember now. I remember. My brain has a member. I do remember going down to here. We explicitly didn't go into these ruins. So this is an area to go to because we found this, but we deliberately didn't go down here. Yeah, for the mushrooms. So we're jumping over here for the mushrooms. I do remember that, yes. My heal is exploding. I hope you all are aware of this. No, not that way. This way. My heal is currently exploding, and I'm in a lot of pain, and I'm being so fucking brave about it right now. And I need you all to be aware of how brave I am. Oh, a tower! It's gonna give me spoilers. Maybe this is also a trans playthrough. Here I am going through all of the game, exploring everything without the towers that tell you where things are. Cis people be like, I'm gonna activate the tower so it tells me where everything is so I can go do it immediately. Trans people be like, I'm gonna go on my own personal journey of discovery and find the answers myself. It might take a lot longer. I might stumble a lot more along the way. I might go down paths and realize there's nothing there that I could have known. But the journey means that I have a lot more of a connection to my journey than I would have otherwise. And it makes me a lot happier. Well, this metaphor is working. This metaphor is actually too accurate and it's scaring me. This metaphor is actually too accurate. I'm worried. Checks out, he says how it's like the leave little cis boy I am. It's alright, Cruz. As we've established before, you're the grungler of the version 2 LP chat. You're the grungler. So you know, it's okay. It's okay. The grungler is a very important part of the trans community. There we go. There we go. Ta-da! So this is the first time that I've gotten one of these bunny treasures and I've actually thought about what the bunny treasure is. Bunnies hiding gemeralds and stuff in there, I can kind of understand they're shiny and maybe the rabbits really like shinies. Why the fuck did the bunnies bury 5 exquisite beast spines. Why did that bunny have 5 exquisite beast spines? Also, look at them all running around. They are so adorable. I'm taking a photo. I'm taking a photo. I don't remember how to actually move the camera in this. How do I... That works. So I'm screenshotting one of these, posting in the Discord and adding doodles. The killer rabbits? Oh my god, it's the rabbits from fucking, what's it called? Holy Grail. It's the ones from the Holy Grail. Sorry. I had to get a photo of one of the rabbits and then just add doodles in the Discord. I know she doesn't watch FF7, but she'd appreciate the bunnies either way. There we go. At least you're not the Junkler. The Grungler. It's the Cis guy who's a necessary part of every trans woman community. The cis guy who just hangs out with a bunch of trans women and isn't weird about it and isn't like perverted or chaser about it. They just hang out and they just chill. And usually help the cis women live out fighting games, but will instead say in this regard, play RPGs. Here we go. Yay! Quay! Quay! I need to be able to pet. No! I need to be able to pet while I'm on the bird. You know, I also, as I was going up to this little section, I was just following the bird, otherwise, if I fought the thing, I'd get distracted. I'm pretty sure there was another thing over there that we just saw. Or I just saw. You didn't see shit. You didn't watch my LP. There was a thing that I saw over there that looks like another fiend enemy. Maybe we might actually knock this area out pretty quickly. I don't know how long it, like, I said to, like, I put it in the schedule. Because I'm trying to put in the schedules, like, what's going to happen in each stream. Just be like for Yakuza, I put, like, oh, it's going to be, like, baseball stuff and then hostess stuff. So if people don't care about that stuff, they can skip that stream. And stuff like that. So I put that today was Gongaga exposure, then I put as the other one maybe MSQ. We might get to MSQ today. Maybe, like, a little bit of it. Depending on that. I play fighting games in the story mode. I'm built different. My favorite story mode to play in any fighting game is Guilty as Strive. I love how good I am at the story mode in that game. Remember that video of that one guy, one white guy at a black party? I think it's quite the same, but maybe, I don't know. I can't think of I don't know if I've seen a specific video of this. But that's your role here, Cruz, I guess. Is that a positive or a negative? Are we insulting? Diabolos is back. Bye, Deku.
It's lucky I sharpened my claws.
Pretending Deku can't watch stream and play 14 at the same time. As if I don't also watch other people while playing 14 on my own after.
As a source of agricultural labor. Sadly, the beast's numbers have dwindled over time. And in the chaos following the Gongaga reactor accident, the few remaining Malosarus escaped.
God damn it, Shinra!
Oh yeah, we
probably
really
won't get
MSQ
MSQ today because Spin's went in VR. You're right, Conan.
Some have been spotted traveling in herds and attacking other animals. This change is likely due to Mongo.
God damn it,
I
Shinra!
suspect it's only one of many abnormal developments. Please
Damn it,
exercise
Shinra!
caution during your investigation.
Damn it, Shinra! Why do you have to be evil? Why can't you be one of those good capitalist corporations that's overtaking the world? Oh my god, they do travel in herds! Alright, this one has a unique thing. Stagger is there, but not just pressure. It's interrupt while using constant. Cool. Ow. I gotta do... Bulldozer. There's only one of these. This is the first theme we've had in a while that's just one, I think. Large herbivorous beasts found in the forested regions. True tanks of the animal kingdom. They boast thick hides, sturdy missiles, and super fast cues and roulettes. Automatically become pressured after using certain attacks. They'll begin to heal themselves with concentrate when their stagger gauge gets high. Can be interrupted by hitting them with 2 powerful offensive abilities. Immune to petrify. Cool. Cool, there's one guy I met once, Shinra actually not the bad guys because they want to stop Sephiroth. Ah! Like all of those companies that want to stop all of the climate change that they're causing. Yes. Oh. Ow. Okay, so yeah, it gets automatically pressured after attacks. Okay, so here, okay, so this is what you do. Yeah, you like... Ow. Yeah, so it does that, then you want to, okay. Ow.
You're up.
You ready?
Not quite, okay. I might as well use focus touch on this. If you're wondering why I'm not using the other two, I'm using them for powerful abilities. While I was using concentrate. Alright, concentrate! Okay, quickly, that goes really fast. Okay. Fire rock, because it is weak to fire. Barra immediately is going to do a maximum fury, and Clouds is going to braver. There we go! Woohoo! Wow, that worked instantly. Holy shit, that was amazing. And then another fire. Bye! There we go!
Congratulations! You managed to complete all Intel objectives.
I feel like it's been a while since I've played this game and been this good at it. I feel like it's been a hot minute since I've played this game and actually been good at like utilizing the different things. Most of that I think is coming from the fact that I'm remembering that synergy skills exist today, so I'm building ATB quick. Pardon me. I'm actually like doing the stuff with Cloud to build ATB quickly. I'm remembering to do that. And I'm remembering to use spells. You've been actually casting magic spells lately, what a world we live in. Well, is this after the Scarlet fight? I mean, Scarlet like is still immune to magic for like the second half of the fight. Which chat did, chat on YouTube, because again, chat on YouTube is always incredibly correct about Tifa. Oh, this is this! Summons? No, not summons. This is what connects up to this area. We found it. Hey, they don't connect together. I still don't want to use summons because I still don't find summons interesting. I don't find summons interesting in this game for the same reason that I didn't find limits in the previous game interesting, but how limits have changed is why I do find them interesting in this game. Summon is still just, it feels like you're just given to it for free. It just builds up over time and then you're given it for free. It doesn't feel like an interesting reward system. Like, it just happens. It's what I felt about limits in the previous game as well. Is that I felt like I didn't want to use limits in the last game because it felt like limits were just given to you over time. It didn't feel like an interesting resource to work towards. But limits in this game have so many more elements to them that, like, it's gotten so many more methods of, like, you have to, if you want to use the stronger ones, you have to use other synergy abilities to do that. There's particular things you can do to make it easier to build up limits. Limits just build faster, it seems, in general in this game. The siphon things of, like, stuff like that. Like, limits have way more mechanics going on rather than just take enough damage and eventually get a big attack. But, summons in this game are still just, when you get into a fight, it builds up a bar and then you can use it. I find using the other resources more interesting than summons. But, yeah, after the Scarlet fight, not that the magic would have worked on the second half of the Scarlet fight, because, you know, she's immune to magic, which is, which chat said was, like, a chat on YouTube once again said, yeah, so so you have to do physical attacks on her. Still do Omni Strike. Still spam like, yeah, the only thing that the boss is, like, weak to is physical attacks. Omni Strike, seriously, like, Omni Strike's damage output is so fucked, you can use it on something that's, like, if it's not weak to anything else, actually spamming Omni Strike is still really good. I'm just like, yeah, dude, I could have done that. Hey, another cash location. But the first phase was, like, entirely weak to, well, Thunder Magic. And going back to that video, it was very much a case of, it was weak to magic, and the only magic that I used was, Yuffie's auto attacks. Well, not auto attacks, but, like, throw Shuriken and use the lightning attacks. And watching that back, I'm just like, that is an effective method to get the ATB. I can use other magic. Even if it's, like, she's only weak to lightning. There's would have been other magic that I could have used that she wouldn't have at least resisted. And I could have done that. So after the Scarlet fight, I'm just like, I should probably actually focus on magic a bit more. I mean, I also had a look at like, because it was also a case of I looked at the intel. I looked at the intel for Scarlet. Of just, because looking at the intel and actually seeing what Scarlet was and wasn't weak to was also a big part of it. Because going to Crimson, like, look at this. Looking at this. Travis Scarlet fight is that you don't really need to kill the ads, but our brains are so trained to do that. I thought it... No. Destroying the weapons on both arms allows you to target Scarlet. Destroying the weapons on both arms allows you to target Scarlet. Don't you need to fight to kill the ads then? That's what it says. In the second half, I mean. But she still got weapons on... Does this change in the second half? Because she still has weapons on the arms. So I assumed you still had to. I assumed you had to. But also, like, looking at this, because I was thinking about it off stream of just, like, with how much damage, like, how little damage she was taking in that second phase, what could I have done to fix that? What could I have done to do more damage to Scarlet in the second phase? So I looked at this to look at the magic, and then I realized she's immune to almost every single fucking thing in the game. Which made me think one of two things. One, I could have used Tifa better in just terms of Omni Strikes and shit like that. But two... it made me realize, oh damn, she's immune to poison, silence, sleep, petrification. And then I thought to myself, wait a minute, I don't know how effective those are. I don't know how effective those things actually are. Like, why am I saying to myself, it sucks that I couldn't have poisoned her in that fight to do more damage? I don't know how effective poison is. Maybe I should learn how effective poison is before bemoaning that I couldn't use it on this one fight, because I've not used it on others anyways. But like, she's only resistant to flame while staggered. So I could have used other magic in that first phase to do that. But as long as you can just kind of just spend whatever high damage physical stuff you can. It takes too long to stagger her, so I didn't bother trying. Can you target her in the second phase? I mean, I didn't read that in the second phase. I noticed she was now, like, immune to magic, or resisted it, at least. In the second phase, she stopped resisting lightning. But I may not have actually noticed that you can target the body without destroying the hands in the second phase. If that changed in the assess, or just you could have targeted her before the hands were destroyed in the second phase, I didn't notice that. I thought it was still the thing from the first phase of you have to destroy the weapons before you can target Scarlet. No, that's what it was in the first phase. I didn't realize it changed in the second. Holy shit. Man, fucking, I put in the YouTube, the YouTube description for today of just, like, we're exploring Gongaga. It has a lot of different pathways and a lot of pretty vistas, so expect us to get distracted. And fucking Christ. Was I super correct about the pretty vista shit? God, fucking, holy shit, Gongaga. Though, that being said, this is one of those things where it's, like, incredibly pretty vistas with the blemishes of Shinra all over it. So there is that. That mushroom would be very fun to jump on, but I don't have to... Oh, I guess I could teleport to there. But still. I don't even have the second chest yet. No, I got... I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. That's why This is why this is a cache. I 100% believe that's the exact reason why this is a treasure cache. So in case you do that, you can just jump back, you can teleport back up. Mushroom Gorge. It's like a Mario Kart truck. Mario Kart. There, it's literally right there. Again, I still think every cache location should be should have dialogue. I still think every cache location should have party dialogue, even if it's not related to the location. I have a couple of there's things about this game that I obviously am just like personally like this, like other people can enjoy it, and I totally get why they do. It's not for me. I was looking for the bird. I teleport, so I don't think bird's actually good. We try. Oh yeah, the bouncing off the mushrooms. Yeah. I basically only have like 3 actual legit criticisms of the game. In terms of just like, I think these are actually bad. Like, I have a lot of things where it's like personal gripes that means I enjoy it less, but I understand why I wouldn't do that for other people, or other people would enjoy it more because of it. But I'd say I've got 3 personal things that are just like, I do think these are things that the game does poorly. One is the lighting. That's just objective, I think. The second is how it handles Genova on the boat. The fact that there's nothing afterwards is weird. Huh, we saw these like inside of the other thing. We're not actually seeing these outside of the reactor. Huh, well there you go. And the other thing is, I believe there should be way more dialogue for open world exploration. Open world exploration should have way more dialogue than what it does. I would put that as a legitimate criticism of. Wow, that did a lot less damage to this than I was expecting it to. Triple slash. And then Braver! Whee! Bam! Jesus Christ. Grunglin Jr. Baby Grungalon. No, don't blow up! Die! No! What the? Okay. Okay, I guess once they trigger self-destruct, you can't stop them. I didn't realize that. But yeah, like, this game, like, the reason I, 4 steadfast block materia improved, I did buy them, like, all at the same time, so that makes sense they all improved at once. Yeah, the reason I put lack of party dialogue for open world exploration as, like, a legitimate flaw in the game, not just a personal desire, the main reason I say that is just because the purpose of this game is to foster the bonds between the party members. Between, like, the whole character relationship chart that exists in the game, between the synergy skills that are meant to show off how they're getting along better and everything like that, one of the core focuses of this game, like, from what its design is in terms of, this is the dev's intention, is the fostering of the bonds between the party members. And I think it does that really good when you're doing side quests and when you're doing combat and when you're doing main story somewhat. Not as good in the main story just because the story doesn't have enough plot in it. But even something like the story doesn't have enough plot, I would say that's a personal critique, not like a legitimate criticism, because again, the intention of the game may be lack of that plot to do other things. Like lack of directive plot to do more world building, to do more party development stuff. And that's totally fine. That's not like a thing I can say it's bad because it does this. It's they're doing a different thing, and I would personally prefer more main story to have, for me personally, to feel like I've got a bit more of a focused goal as I go through the game. But that's again a personal. But if the game's going to not have as much plot to do more character stuff, that's fine. Use the open world exploration to tell us even more of that. Because otherwise we go for 2 long breaks with that. That's why I think it's like a legit, like, the game is failing on that thing. Not massively. Again, it's one of those criticisms where the criticism is baked in the game does something really good and I want it to do it even more. Like, this game has something that's amazing for it. Yo, I can build the thing. And I want it to do it even more than that. So we're trying to be sure, but basically destroying the mech arms like is you target scope, you can always target the body of the mech. Killing the pile helps you start. Oh, I completely misunderstood that then. Oh, I completely misunderstood what that meant then. Okay. Okay, so I just fundamentally misunderstood what it meant by target Scarlet. Okay. Okay, that's on me then. I getcha. Yeah, I just, on a fundamental level, I got the... Okay. Whoops. My bad. My bad. No, this one. Making this a witch. Witch! That's where I went wrong. Okay. Okay. Yeah, when it said you can destroy the arms to target Scarlet, I thought it meant you destroy the arms so you can target Scarlet, and Scarlet's the thing you're trying to destroy as the boss. I didn't realize it meant, oh, you can just target Scarlet to do something extra, but you can always set the body. Okay. So Precision, Steadfast, HP, right? Yeah. So which ones have you got? You got Precision, Steadfast. You already have a HP there, so move that HP to here So now we can give you something extra. You've got HP up and Spirit up, because apparently you're our fucking mage at the moment. You have a healing. What else have we got? Is there any other, like, yellows? I haven't... No, this is steals and stuff. Any blues that are, like... There is warding, which I'm not really leveled up. Warding is the type of thing where it's like, it's going to be super useful against very particular enemies. Just, I don't have any of, just, I don't know of any of them yet. It'll, like, break things like post-game. It'd be useful in this, it's just, I don't have anything that's super ready for it. Actually, fuck it, you have the lifesaver thing, which I keep forgetting to activate. Take a second HP up. Fuck it. Fuck it. Why not? Why the hell not? Actually, who's our parties? Who's our parties? So we got Kate and Barrett. We got Barrett. Barrett's on every single... Does anyone... Barrett's learned the moves, right? Because we got a new gun for him. I'm pretty sure everyone's learned all of their moves. Yeah, everyone's learned all of their moves. Elemental might be nice level as well. My only issue is just how long is it going to take to level up Elemental? Because even one level of it can take forever. I hear any yellows or blues, my mind goes to 14 quests. We are so fucking poisoned. we are so brain poisoned by 14. It is embarrassing. In a good way, but like, Jesus Christ. Get youths. And then Barrett and... I'll have Barrett and Aerith together. And then Tifa and Red. So we can swap out parties super easily. I should do that just to like say fuck it, like we have different people out. I fucked up the parties already. What did I do wrong? No! What did I do wrong? Okay, yeah, Kate and Yuffie. Barrett and Aerith. Tifa and Red. Either... Oh, okay, so I was looking at this. And I'm just like, why is it showing Kate and Barrett's pictures? Because it means I go to Kate if I press L2. I was looking at the pictures here, and it's just like, okay, that's class face. Why is it showing Kate and Barrett? Shouldn't it be Barrett and Aerith? It means if I press L2, I go to Kate's spells. Because in combat, it only in combat, the two pictures that are there are of your other party members in active combat, because they're the ones you go to. But because we're an open world, it's every character, it's all 7 you can go to. No way, man. Kate's thinking, there we go. Angelo! Sup? I don't know if I mentioned this, but Microsoft sucks ass, correct? They've had this for Windows 10, only 10 years. And this looks like they'll stop supporting it, so I had to update my PC to Windows 11 despite how much I hate updates. I legitimately don't know what I'm going to do. I do not want to go to 11. As a hashtag content creator, I do not want to update to 11 because I am worried that, as any streamer can probably tell you, every time you update the OS, it has a chance of just breaking everything streaming-wise. And from what everyone out on the planet says, including me, because I use it at work, Windows 11 is arse. And I don't want to switch to an operating system that sucks ass. So I don't know what the plan is. Holy Ruins Life Spring. Interesting that this life string is like... This life string almost feels like a place of worship. Of like Cetra. Or maybe a previous society that existed between the current society and Cetra. Cetra work... How many years ago did Genova hit to kill all the Cetra? Have we... Were we told that? I can't remember if we were given like an estimate time or not. I actually don't remember. Damned if you do, damned if you don't, basically. Well, yeah, cause, well, what are the issues if you don't upgrade to 11? It's security issues, right? That's the main thing that you miss out on if you don't upgrade to 11, right? It's security stuff, I believe. So basically, if Windows 10 ever gets cracked, to be really easy to hack after these and security updates, then basically using it as a massive security risk. From my understanding, that's the issue, but I could be wrong. That it's like more than that. Loving a specific workflow that update decides a button or action shouldn't exist anymore. Updates only remove things, and that's what's so fucking infuriating about it. Updates only remove shit.
Good news, Cloud. I've unearthed information about a particularly rare monster.
Oh yeah, this is the last live stream. Should be a super boss.
So foul. Pardon me. So foul, the mere mention of it induces nausea. This noxious pest may be negatively impacting the biome. I suggest you expedite its removal.
I don't even know who's music in that place. You find these live streams. Oh yeah, no, it's yeah. Big fiend thing. Yeah, when you first see Aerith and she's like praying to the Mako thing. It's some form of leitmotif that it's either Aerith's leitmotif specifically or it's the leitmotif of ancients. Slash etc. It's hard to not say ancients because the term ancients without a replacement is used in another game. There's like no more security updates or official support yet. Then eventually programs stop working altogether. That is true. Like if a program's update, they'll just drop Windows 10 support at some point. Because that's also part of it. It's just like, if OBS decide at some point, hey, Windows 10 is a security issue, we no longer want to make OBS updates for Windows 10. There is also that. It's one of those things where the actions of Microsoft will kind of force, like, all other developers to eventually just be like, we are no longer supporting Windows 10 on our thing, because Microsoft's no longer supporting Windows 10 on our thing. Moogle House! It's the type of thing that I'm not exaggerating should literally be illegal. It literally should be illegal for Microsoft to just be like, we are going to just stop providing services for the products that you purchased. Especially considering how much Microsoft have like instilled themselves as infrastructure in our day and age. Some companies that can't like give everything up to date ever. Windows 10 isn't that old. Oh, there's still more. Wait. Actually, wait a minute. That's not our last life spring. The thing's guiding me to... That's actually not our... we got the super boss, so I figured that was the last life spring. No, that was only the second... Huh. Are we going to get another super boss when we get to 6? Or are we going to get, like, another transmuted chip? Because previously, you've only got the super boss with all life springs. Huh. Those have only been up 10 days, which isn't as long as other systems. It's also just the fact that, like, it's actually good. Windows 10 actually doesn't suck.
Deal with that.
Wait.
Taking over.
Which one? Calcleave! Whee! There we go. Kill! Let's raid the... Whee! Hell yeah. Combo! Fortune... Wait, roll it. Actually, fucking roll the dice. Do that one instead. What do we get? What do we get? Hyper beam.
Nothing to it.
On Blizzard. I want to do a hyper beam. I don't think I've actually done hyper beam in combat. Everything dies. It's so. I'll do Moogle House and then we got to Who Dat too. Okay, so he's the ultimate powerhouse. He's such a fun fucking character to play. I am honestly like shocked they managed to make a character whose entire shtick. Barrett, how are you this excited to see Moogles? Have you seen the Moogles in this game? They're so much worse than 14s. Time for more Nightmare Moogles. What level of hell minigame will this be? That's the real question. They always make these minigames try to be as fucked as possible. Well, like at last time. This is the part of the game that feels inspired by 14, I will say.
Would you mind rounding up all the
Moogle designs are awful, but the type of attacks that come out feels so... Oh, there's a time limit, of course. Barry, you adorable teddy bear. Now they've added a time limit, of course. Yeah, mechanically, this feels like 14 inspired because these feel like mechanics from fights in 14. That's actually what these feel like. Oh, I can't jump over that. That sucks. That sucks, the big fat one in the sky. Malala! Go that way. Go that way. Go that way. Go that way. No! Fuck, okay. Oh god, no, god damn it. I can't possibly jump over a waist-high fence. He's not a protagonist in a third-person shooter. Oh god, they've blocked off the corners. Oh no. Oh no, what is this? Oh, okay. No, god damn it! Get in there! Oh no, oh no, oh no. Get in there! Okay, okay. We're doing okay on time. We're doing okay on time, but we're taking a couple hits. We have 2 palms. We do indeed have 2 palms. It's like my favorite rapper, 2 palms. Yeah, they're still attacking me from inside, aren't they? Thorn March ain't got nothing on this shit, I swear to god. Thorn March! No, god damn it! Oh, I thought I was close enough to like, oh! Oh, you genuine cocksucker, god damn it. God damn it. God damn it. Okay, get into the fence. So if you chase them like super hard, fucking dick sucks, sucking dicks. Dick and sucks, sucking dicks. Get over there. Get the fuck over there, you sucker. Bastard fucker. Oh wow, I'll be honest, I didn't expect me to be able to do that. Fucking oh my god! Fuck off! What direction you're sensing me coming from is bullshit! God damn it. I'm just gonna really retry. I'm gonna retry. I'm gonna retry. Fuck you! Easy mode is not now accessible! Does that make me think of what getting a dick sucked by these freaks would be like? I can safely say I've never seen Moogle porn in my life. I can safely say this. So I don't know what it would actually be like. Or what an artist's interpretation of it would be like either. I can pretty comfortably say that. No, no, don't you dare. Don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare. There we go. No, god damn it! I read about giant hand jobs and you distracted me. This is the worst gut. We need to go for this one first just because these attacks are by far the worst. Because they are just super fucking rapid. Motherfucker cheats with these startup frames. So the problem with this Deku is that, like, I think normal Kate Sith's hands would be too big for me. Let alone the giant Moogle. Now you might be thinking, Fire, are you making small dick jokes because of the HRT you've been taking? No, I make small dick jokes because I'm Australian. That's just like, I don't know if you've noticed, but Australians making jokes about how small their own dicks are is actually super common. We don't have the American traits of just like, oh yeah, my dick is so huge. I'm making jokes like that. From my experience, even going like to high school, with like toxic masculinity of guys trying to brag. No, the joke is always about how small your own dick is. There's that one guy who talks about like fucked up Australian animals and like how deadly they are and shit, and he constantly makes jokes about like how small his dick is. Like talking about how like a spider's like wingspan is like it's like wingspan. Like how a spider's legs are like 5 inches long, and he's like 5 inches is way too big. Hey, there we go.
Thanks so
There
much,
we
Kupo.
go. What about Reeve? His hands are too covered in blood from greasing the wheels of capitalism for me to want to get his bloody hand on my dick.
Thank you so
First
much
try.
for all the Mooglets, Kupo. After Mog and Mag established the very first Moogle Emporium way back when, their 7 children went on to open up branches all over the world.
We've now
Kupo.
confirmed how many there are.
Oh, I wish my Mooglets would take a page out of their book.
We have confirmed that this game has 7 open world areas with 7 Moogle shops. That's concerning. We're only on open world area 4? Dang, so big that to pull out the stereo microscope.
Anything interesting catch your eye, Kupo?
Tell me some manuscripts. Pog! And level boost material. I think this was here last time, actually. Way of the Fist! And Fortunes Untold. We still don't have another weapon for Kate. How is this possible? Fuck it. Oh, I forgot about the vibrator sector. How do we still not have another one? How? How? There we go. I have another level boost material. I've been using those. Oh no, actually no, this is that. Wait, is this that fit? Wait. Maybe there's not. It says merchant rank is 5, and it literally shows there's 2 left. For 7. This is not our 5th open world area. This is our 4th, right?
Thanks so much.
Oh, was there 2 Moogle houses in Corel because it was divided into 2 sections? Is that the deal? That would make sense. That would make sense. If there was 2 in Corel. Because it was like 2 halves of Corel. So the beach area and then the desert area both had 1. I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember. Everything's faded out. I can't see. Because it's not like part of the intel thing down the bottom. Oh, yeah, there was. Yeah. There was one way over here. Because I remember one in the grasses up here. Okay. So there's 7 for Final Fantasy VII. But because Korra was 2 areas, it had 2. Okay. So in theory, unless a future area doesn't have a Moogle house, which I doubt, we have 2 more open world areas after this. Which honestly, 6 of these sections of open worlds kind of sounds like the perfect amount for the game. Again, the fact that we go from second half of Corel to this so quickly, and like the 2 halves of Corel was so big in between. Again, that's the whole pacing structure thing that I was talking about from my personal level. I'm gonna do Petrify again. It's so fun. It's so fun to launch these fuckers into the sky. Bye! So if I just like hit you with this. Yeah. Yeah, you really can just use Petrify to just like... I really like that's how Petrify works. That's a fun way for Petrify to work. In terms of, yeah, you hit them with a status and then you want to hit them more to actually like proc it. I feel like it's going to be one of those things where like most bosses are going to be immune to Petrify just because it would be so easy. Oh, like not even bosses, but like even like higher level fiends. I imagine a lot of them are going to be weak to Petrify just specifically because of how quickly you can kill something with it. Another life. These are 2 very close life sprints. As I said, this whole area down here, because it's like all the optional area, because you have to go through so much Gongaga for the story. All this optional area that's like right down here is like going to be absolutely crowded with shit. It's awesome. These things are so pretty. So I'm just now realizing I don't think I put the witches thing on here again. There we go. Add to do this. There we go. I still need a lot of ancient bark to do that. Issue is if I use so much ancient bark that I end up like leaving Gongaga with none, and then a future thing that I need to craft requires ancient bark. That is gonna be where the concern lies in. Anything that can easily kill is near guaranteed to be out for bosses. Well, I'm thinking fiends. like the Fiend Intel level kind of stuff. Like going into, like if I go into Chadley's VR stuff, how many of those things? Gongaga Mako Reactor Incident, there it is. How many of those things in like Chadley's VR missions am I going to be able to like basically skip by quaking effectively? The Gongaga Mako Reactor Incident. First generation micro reactors based on the one built in Nebo are prone to malfunction due to flaws in the pressurization system's design. This, however, did not deter Shinra from installing them at various locations throughout the world, including Gongaga. The company's failure to follow their own inspection and maintenance procedures led to a disastrous explosion which claimed the lives of many villagers. Acknowledging its part in the incident, Shinra dedicated a monument to the victims. This accident was not an isolated occurrence though, as at least one other reactor is known to have exploded in a similar fashion. Corel. Strangely yet, Shinra has been investigating alleged sightings of gigantic life forms known as weapons near the remains of these destroyed micro reactors. Are they letting... Is that intentional then? How much of micro reactors falling apart is just because that's like what Shinra do? And how much of it is once they realized that they blow up, that it might summon the weapons, and now they're letting them blow up deliberately? To what extent are they evil? How evil are they? You know, we knew this was an issue, we just kind of hoped it wouldn't be an issue to get found out. I do appreciate that very specific detail that they are highlighting with Shinra repeatedly in this game. Both in terms of explicit dialogue with writing of lore, story moments of talking to other characters, and also environmental storytelling by what you visually see in the environment. The constant hammering home of Shinra really will just abandon anything and stop paying attention to it and not give a single fuck the moment something is no longer useful to them. How fucking far down does that go? Jesus. Ah, nice. Just the very, like, because they do, like, their conquest and taking over and everything, they are not they're not like an empire. Shinra is not an empire trying to, like, take over lands and expand their level of control and territory by just trying to take over everything. Shinra is very explicit in their colonialist activities, because they go into somewhere, strip it of all of its resources, and then abandon it. I feel like, at least from games that I've played, maybe more RPGs, and maybe even more, like, particular JRPGs, maybe even more of the Final Fantasy games, I'd see more of it. But I feel like the idea of Empire being something that, like, they'll take it over and then basically just run it themselves is a type of, imperialist, colonialist, etc., stuff that I see in games. Even, like, Final Fantasy XIV is a great example. You have the Garlean Empire in Final Fantasy XIV, who act exactly like that. They take over an area to then control it themselves. They try to instill, like, legit governments in those areas. They try to run those areas as their own areas and try to actually make it work, just, you know, under their occupation. And it does, and, like, because that is how some empires work. Roman Empire, for example. That's, like, what they did. Roman Empire saw themselves as, we conquer everywhere because that's what will bring peace to that area, so they wanted to run everything because they believed only they could. And so, and like, 14 shows off, like, the horrors of that idea very effectively, because it has a lot of little things that show off just, like, how particularly fucked and evil that mentality can get. Jesus Christ. With certain aspects, like, in terms of just, like, how it's not just about taking over the area and running that, but it strips a place of its culture and turns like a place's culture into its own. That idea of assimilation. 14 does that really well. Of when it takes an area, it assimilates the culture and the people into itself to try and erase the original identity of what existed there before. It's a very particular type of evil of an empire that 14 does really well in terms of showing, I believe. especially in certain expansions that focus on that. And I do appreciate, but like that type of empire, I feel like that's very common to see in video game stories. Like the idea of like, they're controlling all of us and we have to liberate ourselves from their control. Is a relatively common thing. How well it's done different things is obviously different. I think 14 definitely is one of the better ones that I've seen. But this specific, the anthem is one of the best examples. And what made me cry up at the end of Stormblood. I don't want to get too specific because I know there are some people here who might care about 14. And just that you're not gonna quite get it. But yeah. I'm sorry, my screen is red. I need to get rid of that. But again, it's not the type of thing that maybe there are other games that do it. A lot of things when I say, I like seeing this in this game because I don't see it in others. Always take that with the idea of, I am not a person who is massively well-versed in the history and medium of video games on a very large scale. Literally a big part of the appeal of my channel is how many games I haven't played and I'm playing for the first time here. No point, fucking Final Fantasy VII. The game where I didn't even realize that Sephiroth was Snake's dad. Fuck it, we're changing it again.
We do this fast.
That's like the whole point of this. So always take it with the idea of, I'm not personally saying it doesn't mean it doesn't exist, and I'm completely aware that I'm not aware of things but this particular type of colonialism, of going in somewhere, stripping a place of its resources, and abandoning it and just letting it to rot because you've stripped it of any way of it being able to survive on its own, I feel like is a lot less common in games, and it's really awesome to see it in this game, the way that it works. Like, you really get a good sense of how fucking evil Shinra really is by just, like, going through an area and just seeing this place has been stripped of all of the life in it, and Shinra have left their reactors to rust. They have left the buildings of the people who lived there and provided them with nothing to continue living. It is just, that is a very distinct type of colonialism, and yeah, like, just how well they get that across in so many ways in this game is really impressive. It's really impressive how well it's done. The whole, like, the colonialism of Shinra is something that leaves, like, scars on the people by just how much it impacts their lives and everything. But it's also, you can see the scars on the land itself. Like the giant blown up reactor and all the shards of it in the ground are scars left behind from it. The dead deserts with hardly anything in there outside of the pipes of everything that drains the life of that is a scarred landscape. What am I looking at? Can't believe Second Cloud of Brothers. Brothers. I'm so sorry to everyone who wants me to get to Metal Gear Solid 2. We will get there eventually. Shinra's a comedy town really well considering most of the time it'd be some form of absurd parody. I think is like this game, and the previous game did it to some extent. This game obviously does it more. You do get those moments of absurdity in both of these games in terms of like, look at the wacky people who work for Shinra. But I feel like when it comes to showing you the effects, that's usually when they take it quite seriously. Like even in this game, well, I've criticized Junon for not taking it seriously enough, right? I've criticized Junon for being too silly for how horrible Junon is. But Junon is about showing you, like, the people in the landscape. How do I get to them? It's about showing, like, the people in one of the towns of it. And those are the moments where they start leaning into the more jerky aspects of it. But when it comes to, like, lower Junon, for example, they're very upfront and they're very... I thought a cutscene was about to trigger because the screen went completely fucking pitch black. That, like, when it comes to lower Junon, they're very upfront. They're very real with it in terms of just like, yeah, these people are fucked. Their water is fucked. Their water is poisoned and they're fucking ruined. You get someone like Dine and how they handle the cutscenes are showing like Dine's backstory and like what it has done to him mentally. To see everything that he has lost and the people that he cared about being part of the reason for that, along with how fucked Shinra are. It's one of those things where they like the balance is the people working for Shinra are kind of like treated as jokes to some capacity, but the effects of them are real. And in some capacity, that balance does work. I would say, for example, Scarlet. I think they do that really well with Scarlet. Scarlet as a character has a lot of her, oh my god, she's so hot, oh my god, she does all of this stuff. And they do all of that to just be like all of that, they don't do that to, like, they definitely show off Scarlet to be one of the more sadistic members of the group. Scarlet is definitely one of the more, I want to, like, I hate these people and I'm gonna kill them all because I'm evil kind of idea. So I feel like with Scarlet they handle that balance well.
Commencing guidance protocol. Known best for
Heidegger and Shinra and then himself, I would say that.
He's believed to have migrated to these lands from a faraway continent. There was
They're way over
revered
there.
as a sacred creature and featured in the family crests of royalty. While it's
Place is
unclear
pretty
how
aside.
and why the Gajigandi became established in Gongaga, some suspect it was drawn to the region's Mako deposits. Recent reports suggest the creatures have begun to expand their territory. Their presence has undoubtedly altered the Gongaga ecosystem, and I hope you will assist me in my quest to find out how.
Oh, the Turks. That's the main one where it's like, I don't like how it's handled. The Turks. The Turks are treated like. The Turks are treated too much like a joke, considering how much they are the actual people with their hands on the levers. I mean, again, the whole thing with the Turks is that they are just following orders, which does mean that yes, they are evil, but it's just like the Turks are there, but they're not like the real enemies. Like, do you blame Reno and Rude for the fall of the plate in Sector 7? Absolutely. Are they the main people responsible, even though it was them who physically inputted it? No. No. And I do feel like it gets that idea well. That it's just like, even though Reno and Rude are literally the ones who press the button to drop the plate, they're not the main ones responsible for it. That is still Shinra. That is still Shinra, President Shinra, who was primarily responsible for that. And I feel like it does that well. It's just, I feel like the Turks are too frequently treated like a joke, considering how much they do get their hands dirty. It's mainly how the Turks are handled. Because I think Scarlet's handled well, Heidegger's handled well, Shinra himself is handled well. I think Rufus is a really good way of showing how even amidst that, like, fiercely capitalistic, fiercely colonialist mindset, there are still, like, different ways of how they go about it, and, like, how Rufus very much has, like a new modern, new world order kind of idea to it, whereas Shinra is much more of an old money kind of approach to it and everything like that. Palmer's ridiculous, but Palmer is, like, ridiculous also inside of Shinra. Like, Palmer acts completely over the top and absurd to us, but also Palmer's not taken seriously by any of the other board members either. So Palmer does come across more as, like, a patsy who just happens to be, like, one of the higher-ups. And then there's Reeve, who's trying to do stuff from the inside, and how effective he is at that is probably a critique of Reeve as well. So it's mainly how the Turks are handled in terms of that. It's mainly the Turks.
Come on! Ready for that!
Woo! There we go. Oh, I did that with Yuffie. I did not mean to do that with Yuffie. I meant to do that with, okay, whoopsies. I should have sat on the bench before this. Please, my potion.
That's who was right.
Oh, and Hojo is like, Hojo's one of the best because it's just like, yeah. Anus. Sorry, I got distracted by the anus. Mood, right? Rare Gajihandi variant that hatched nearby the Gongaga region. They grow into maturity at a preternatural rate, and are possessed with a strength far superior than that of the average Gajihandi. Hitting them powerful defense abilities while oh yeah, this is the ambush one. I was trying to remember what enemies these were. These are the ambush ones. Okay.
Ready? You owe me one.
Lol, how did that not count? Forever. Focus thrust, Yuffie. Oh, it's staggered. It's staggered. It's fine.
Wow! What a fun!
Stop. There we go. Drop kick. Lol.
All objectives
Lol.
complete. We got a lot of great data, thanks to you.
Lol. Clark, go keep in mind to find out how important they are to the ecosystem. Final Fantasy has a lot of overlaps with Monster Hunter, it turns out.
Great
Bye.
job. We've amassed a considerable amount of data on the fiends within the Gongaga region. On Charlie's behalf, allow me to express
Is
my
this the lot?
gratitude.
Did I?
My, I must insist that you not put words in my mouth. Oh, but I am grateful.
I'm
of course.
so excited
That's
for
terrific.
Re 3
I
where
made a new
Chadley
combat
finally
trial so
breaks
that
his
you
egg
may test
entirely.
your might. A fitting gift, I should think.
I'm so excited for when his egg finally fully breaks in the next game. Have I done all of the fiends? No, there's still one more. No, there's still one more. That was the because I did two in a group. No, there's still one more fiend. One more fiend, one more life string, and one more summon crystal. We are actually knocking out quite a lot down here. That being said, I've got all of that. There's still like this whole area that I've not even been to. Especially since we saw Reavers controlling Kate Sith. At least that's what I think that cutscene was showing. He definitely is. If that's not what that was meant to be showing us, it definitely heavily implies that. Like, Reeve is at a point where he can't stomach, like, what Shinra are doing anymore, and he's trying to find his own ways of, like, combating against that. How effective is he being? Well, if his internal stuff, how effective is he being with, like, oh, he's now doing Kate and stuff like that? It's like, you know, how much can you work from the inside and actually dismantle something? Again, it's one of the things that, like, one of FF7's greatest strengths in terms of its characters is that every single fucking character is flawed, and every single character's flaws can be highlighted by showing, like, a character who doesn't have that same flaw in another character. And as you go to that other character to say, see, this character doesn't have this flaw that this other character has, and that's why you know that this other character's flawed, you always then do the same thing with that character with another character to show why they're flawed. Every single character is heavily flawed in this game. And there's always examples of other characters who don't have those flaws. And it is a perpetual circle of, like, being able to see that. Like, from when it comes to Barrett's revolutionary stuff compared to normal. But then you can, like, you can critique Avalanche's, like, core Avalanche's revolutionary ideas with, like, how much more effective and quickly Barrett's have been working. You can then critique, like, Barrett's, like, lack of care about collateral damage, or how, like, he's not doing enough to, like, rally the people themselves to actually do it, so how effective will it be long term? Because Yuffie wants to do that. Yuffie's whole thing, like, with back in Wutai is about the entire people coming together to form a new government, and that's how, like, that could last a hell of a lot longer than what Barrett's doing, which is just a ragtag cell destroying a couple of things. Is that going to inspire a new regime change, or just a temporary stopgap of what's currently there before they replace themselves? Because there is no, like, people to actually put in a new thing. But there's always a constant circle of, yeah, this character, like, has these flaws, and this other character is used as the juxtapose to highlight those flaws, and then that character does that. And someone like Reeve is also just, like, another example of, like, a perfect thing in that. It is incredibly well done just because of how much nuance it addresses it with. And a lot of that, some of that nuance is very directly told, and some of that nuance is you got to read deeper into it. And it's a combination of both, and it works really well. Personal opinion, where aside from Hojo, I'm not a big fan of how Shinra is handled. On top of the massive parody jokes, it's a match of the point for me. Feels like Shinra's antagonist force keeps getting a backseat at the calling with Sephiroth, which to me isn't as interesting to me. That, I do have my reasons for that. We haven't seen them as much here. I know where it's gonna go because I can tell storytelling stuff. But where it goes with Re 3 will really determine where that lands or not. Plus, the remake Arrows as line Shinra's not our main enemy side with them not the bigger threat, which is really BS to me. No, because the thing is, like, Sephiroth is the bigger threat. Sephiroth is the bigger threat because Sephiroth's plan to kill the world is much more dangerous and everything like that. So this is where, because this is also a thing that, like, I've been recently talking about and seeing other people talk about when it comes to Final Fantasy XIV. Shinra have a lot of very real aspects in terms of, like, here's the danger that they pose to the world. There's also that, yeah, Shinra is also directly responsible for Sephiroth, yes. Shinra have actively created the single biggest threat to the planet. Because it's also, well, it's several things. It's one, colonialism, fascism, all of these flawed ideologies are inherently self-destructive. Colonialism is an inherently flawed ideology that will eventually inevitably fail because you only have so much of other people's shit you can take with colonialism. Even Shinra's ultimate plan is to find the promised land for the ancients. Their ultimate plan of how do we stop, if we're killing the planet by draining the Mako, if we run out of Mako, what's our plan? Let's take another thing. What if they take the promised lands, and then in that promised lands, it is also that it's going to also then fall apart one day. Like, colonialism is a flawed ideology outside of just the inherent evils of it, but it's because you can only take other people's stuff so many times. And if you never learn how to create and develop your own things in a sustainable way, it doesn't matter how much of other people's shit you take, you will run out one day. Shinra are not working on anything that's going to sustain them long term outside of take other people's shit, and that will fall apart one day. So Sephiroth being created by Shinra as the ultimate villain is one of those things of showing that colonialism in of itself is a self-destructive ideology. Because, okay, guess what? In all of their efforts to do all of this, to build their great empire, they're destroying themselves by creating the biggest issues that oppose Shinra in terms of stopping Shinra from lasting a long time is stuff that Shinra's caused, which is also I mean, have a look at our world. Like, what is the biggest existential threat to capitalist society in this world? What is the most likely thing that is going to destroy capitalistic society long term? It's climate change. Like, any people revolutions, any other countries fighting them or anything like that, all of those can be threats to it. But the biggest, material threat to it that is inevitable is climate change. Something that was caused by it. And that's what Sephiroth is. Sephiroth is that representation here. So it's, that's, in our world where it's just, climate change is our biggest one of our biggest existential threats to everyday way of life for people, and the only way to get rid of it is to destroy the cause of it as well, which is that. And it's very similar with Sephiroth and Shinra here, where it's just even if we stop Sephiroth, what if Shinra create another one, right? But Sephiroth is going to be the thing that kills everyone. It's that there. But it's also, and I only know this because I know thematically where it's going. One, because it's a Final Fantasy game, and with my experience of Final Fantasy XIV, I know where it's going. Two, storytelling. Sephiroth's going to be the main antagonist. Sephiroth's going to be the biggest threat to the party. Because Sephiroth's not going to be, there's all the world building and all of the lore and all of the horrible things that Shinra do. But the biggest thing is going to be, Sephiroth is going to be the opposition to the party because the themes of what Sephiroth represents thematically are going to be opposed to the party. All of the real world, allegories, all of the real world comparisons of damage and everything like that, this is a story. It's a story that's going to be told, and it's going to be a story that's going to be about themes. So the final confrontation is going to be one that's a thematic one, rather than any, the end of what this story is going to be, in terms of why we're fighting Sephiroth more than anything else, is going to be about the ideas, the themes that he represents, and how they contrast to our parties. And to our party and how we do that. We've already seen that with the Aerith giving Sephiroth shit before we fight all the Whispers and everything like that. You're wrong. Everything about you is wrong. And Aerith talking about how the cries of the planet and all of the people of the planet, all of the things that people experience, all of the moments that people experience are what make life what it is. And Sephiroth doesn't care about those things. Sephiroth is an individual person. Sephiroth only cares about his own personal goals. Sephiroth doesn't care about the connections between people. Sephiroth doesn't care about what life means to people. That is why what Sephiroth is and what he represents is wrong. Compared to... So that's why Sephiroth is going to be the main villain. Is that because this whole game is about fostering those bonds between our characters. It's why we have the, like, whiplash in this game. We have the whiplash in this game of, like, very fun moments counteracted to horrible moments compared to, like, quieter, somber moments compared to all of that. All of these different experiences are what make life what it is. It is all of these experiences by our party members being shared that reinforce their bonds with each other, reinforce how much they care about each other, why all of them are so committed to stopping Sephiroth, because through these bonds and experiences they're having here, and ones they've had before this story takes place from what we see in time, all of that is what makes life what it is, and that's what our party is fighting for. And Sephiroth doesn't care about any of that, and that's why he's going to be our villain thematic-wise. We are telling a story here. We are in a story. Doesn't matter about to what extent Shinra is, like, killing the planet in terms of all of that. It's important for the lore, it's important for the story, and it is, like, coming up in the story, and we are reinforcing it in the story. But in terms of Sephiroth is the main villain because of that thematic thing. That's why. That's why. Very similar things in 14, that it's just like, yeah, so. But I already know where this is going here, because it already lines up with 14. So it's a Final Fantasy story. It feels wrong coming from Era for two reasons. One, Shinra ruined Era's life due to experiments under her and her mother, which led to her death. And two, Sephiroth is the way he is because of Shinra. If I take down Sephiroth, that's not going to stop Shinra from creating another one. Well, yeah, that's why Shinra, Shinra are still the bad guys. We still have to stop Shinra. Yeah, we still have to stop Shinra. And that is, like, still part of the story. That is still, like, part of the story. And it's still something that, like, needs to happen for the story to go where the story needs to go. That is definitely true. Ninja Bazooka. Okay, Ninja Bazooka sucks for building up ATB for okay. I need to do power cleave. There we go. Okay. Okay. There we go. You do a triple slash. Yippee! Good doppelganger, so we can do more damage when you like the Jesus. Okay, and everything's dead. As I feel about it at the moment, but my opinion will change with time. See, here's the main thing. Here's the main thing that I would say in terms of, like, here's the main thing that I'll say, and this can change, because, you know, it depends on how things go. I would say your opinion feels like you're judging Rebirth as if it's the end of the story, which it's not. I would say that. That, like, because I also, like, it's also a thing that I saw about Remake, of seeing people criticize Remake for leaving too many unanswered questions. Remake, like, not finishing up enough character arcs and character things, and it's just like, this is very explicitly a three-parter. Not even that they're sequels, but, like, it's literally 3 parts of the same story. If it was like, because it's a difference between sequels and parts. If something's a sequel, it's meant to be like a new, like, I would say that's the difference. That if something is a sequel, it's a new part. Like, it's a new, yeah. If something is a sequel, it's a new story. The previous story should still resolve most of what it's trying to do in that story before moving on to the next one. If it's a sequel. So if like, you can have things that carry over from one story to the next, but like, if you leave major parts of the story undone before the next part even goes into it, then you can have that feeling. But these games are very explicitly in parts. This is very explicitly, we're doing one part of the story here. The story is not finished yet, and it isn't trying to be. It actively is trying not to be. Well, boys, isn't yeah, that's the thing, is like, what you're saying, like, does this game do enough to does FF7, like, remake as a trilogy? Does it do enough to justify Sephiroth being the primary villain? Does it do enough to, like, actually address the threat of Shinra, even if we stop Sephiroth, what if another one comes along? Will, like, all of these things that you're saying could ultimately still end up being problems in the story. You're absolutely correct in terms of just like Sephiroth still seems like the biggest villain here. Shinra still seems like the biggest threat here. Shinra still seems like the main thing we should be worried about. Sephiroth is created by them. Even if we stop him, will they just create another one? All of that. Will the story do enough to address all of these things? I don't know. That's a Rebirth 3. That's a Re 3 thing. So it's like those are elements where it's just like I totally understand your worry. And, like, they are totally things that can be valid. It's just where we are currently is, if the game hasn't done that yet, I understand why it hasn't done that. It doesn't, like, we're not at a point where I think it, like, it needs to straight up have that, like, just yet. We can wait a little longer before we get that, before we get those points. Like, in terms of something like treating the horrors of Shinra effectively, that's stuff that should be happening the entire time, because that's building up to, like, our moment at the end, where we're going, like, building up the serious threat of Shinra, building up the, and stuff like that. Like, that's what will make us care about, like, where the story goes eventually. So that's something that should be happening. But in terms of, like, oh, Shinra, like, Sephiroth doesn't feel like a big enough villain to string up on Shinra. Oh. But again, it's also that Sephiroth is going to be our main villain for thematical reasons more than anything. Even if Sephiroth himself may not be like, oh, he is the biggest threat to the planet because he's going to kill everything. He is going to be the main antagonist because of themes. That's what it's going to be. It's a thing that I've been, like, in terms of Final Fantasy XIV, of, like, seeing some issues that people have with parts of Final Fantasy XIV story. I would say it comes from a similar place of I don't consider it an issue because I'm viewing it from the perspective of overall thematically, where is it going and what is it doing? I mean, don't get me wrong, like when it comes to Final Fantasy XIV, people are just fucking idiots. So it's a little different. It's a little different. Well, it's not me saying you have to like parts of this game that it does or doesn't do. I mean, hell, my playthrough so far. I am sure as shit not going to be the one who says you have to like everything this game does and you have to like the way that the game does it. I'm sure as shit not going to be the person who's trying to say that. But there's certain things where it's just like they're the type of things that I'm going to reserve judgment for. To see how the next part handles it. If it handles them poorly or doesn't handle some of those things at all, by the time we get to the finale of it all, then absolutely I'll lay into it. But because like part of me is also just like, is me criticizing this game for its lack of story also part of the same issue? Should I not be criticizing this? Oh, this is the fucking proto-relic.
Cloud, wait a second. Security is still active, but I should be able to disable it remotely. One moment. This appears to be a Shinra training facility, one of several in the region.
Out here in Gongaga? That's news to me.
The official records were curated to remove all mention of them some time ago. They were last used by General Affairs, auditing.
The Turks.
I've created fake IDs for all of you. Now, shall we see what awaits us inside?
I'm scared. Yeah, I wonder sometimes in terms of this game, of just like, should I be judging this game for not having the strongest narrative pushing forward if the entire focus of this game is world building and character development and thematic development? Should I be criticizing this game for the story having less focus? It's that type of thing where it's just like, once I get to the end of the game, well, how much story will the next part have and everything like that? I still think this game could have a little more story focus. Might make doing the thematic and character moments better, but it's really hard because it's just like, in a lot of ways the games are structured like sequels, just in terms of like how far apart they are, how many mechanical changes there are and everything like that. There's a lot of these games where they are structured as if they are sequels, but the story specifically isn't. Can't believe Cloud's Turk now. I recognize this room from Remake. The idea that Turks are known as auditors in Shinra, Jesus Christ.
Welcome to the Turk's training facility.
Zung!
As you well know, our duties often require that we enter into high-risk situations. Failure is tantamount to death. Even here, act as though your lives are on the
Because they
line.
will be. These simulations will kill
Without
you.
further ado, I'll brief you on your mission. Calm's Bailey has been breached by armed insurgents, allowing hordes of fiends to overrun the town. Our military is on site. The enemy is utilizing the chaos to establish a foothold. Our mission is to pinpoint their leader's location and apprehend him as soon as possible. This exercise will begin as soon as you are ready. Good luck.
What type of training is this gonna be?
They were faint at best, but I did pick up proto-relic readings during that mission briefing just now.
So, in other words?
In other words, to secure it, you need only lay waste to your simulated enemies.
Simple enough. Done. Also, regardless whether I'm proven wrong in Path Rail down the hill, everything from the Junon section of to beginning Corel Prison was total mess. Oh no, that I completely agree with. That stuff where it's just like, that doesn't need re3 to determine whether it's good or not. It's bad in the moment. No, the entirety of Corel I have issues with. I have issues with almost the entirety of Corel. And I don't think the things to fix Corel need that much changing. No, that I'll always agree with. I think most of Corel is done very poorly. Complete the mission, the Turks' various training facilities extracting encrypted proto-relic data contained therein. Each mission will utilize the current party. Be sure preparations in for initiating a simulation. Ah, my nose. I do recognize these rooms. So who do we want? Can I take the others just because they got a bit more health? I want to take the others because they got a bit more health. I'm going to take Tifa and Red. And I'm going to use one of my other party members of Aerith to do a cure on Cloud. There we go. Now we go in fully jacked up. Alright. Proto-relic time. VR missions. There might be a lot of VR stuff today. Because we also have Chadlers. There might be a bit of VR stuff today.
Being sighted. Attention all units. Engage the monster.
I thought I was meant to be storming Calm to find their leader. I thought I was storming Calm to find the leader. Anything here that I've like not assessed? No, it's all basic stuff. It's all stuff that's found around Calm. Elemental weakness will, when it's in rage, will pressure it. Okay. And then orcs are just attack them, I think.
Let's go. With me. Let's go. Do it. Now.
I mean, I can also just do this, and they'll eventually die. I'm just gonna hit you with like a tiny little bit of snow. Damn it, didn't work. What was the thing for when holding a rock? Oh, powerful rock, powerful thing. This is just what Calm looks like back in the day.
Finish it. Leave the rest.
No, don't focus on that. There we go. Wait, whoa, whoa! No! Tifa! No! Get out of here. Bam! Hey, let's do that.
Have managed to break through the military barrier.
Hey, Rude.
Requesting backup.
Hey, Rude. Oh, there's a stop in between them. A Gravicons! Oh no, now we have like the variants. Elemental weakness causes it to see red, and others rampage. Elemental weakness will pressure. Frontal attacks will be ineffective while it's holding a rock. Okay. I do have Blizzard on you. Gravicon! Ow! I did that at very poor timing. Okay, go. Okay. Just do like a lower level one. There we go. No! There we go. All right, Crescent Claw that shit. A Gravicon. Boom! There we go. Boom! All right, you're gone. All right, Cloud, what are you doing over here? No, you're also a frog. Cloud, when did you get frogged? What if I just did the? Actually, wait. No, I don't mention this. Wait, you gonna attack me? No. What if I just did this? Like, just out of nowhere.
Together.
I got it.
Focus strike, you're pressured. Boink!
You're gonna feel this one.
Almost there, and here we go! Cloud! Get a Brave Rune.
Now's our chance.
Let's finish.
Lol. There we go.
This is the leader's last line of defense. He must be close. Don't let him escape.
This is basic enemies. I thought it was gonna be like tactics. Oh god, not the Thunderclaws. Oh god, not Thunderclaw. You're my friend in Monster Hunter, why aren't you helping me? Detrimental status effects. That was this one. Yes, I remember now. Cloud! I think Cloud's less poison. What the fuck is going on over there? Actually, if I could go full big dicked on it. It can't miss. Boom! And then just do this. Oh my. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay, prime mode. Actually, do a triple slash.
Don't overdo it.
Red. Do a Crescent Claw on that one. Tifa. Boink. Oh, not quite close enough. There we go. Easy. Easy. We found him. I got the insurgent leader. Yeah, I found him.
Your leader is in custody. Damn it all.
I found you.
Escort him to HQ. Very good work today, partner.
Yay, I'm awesome. I'm so good at stopping insurgents.
Excellent performance. You'll serve us well in the field. The insurgent leader became radicalized against Shinra following an incident roughly 8 years ago. He believes his home was stolen from him.
Believes.
There are many who hold grudges against the company, and it is our job to remove these seeds of trouble before they take root. This facility will enter power-saving mode. Once you have retrieved your provisions, proceed to the next location.
Treasure chest. Rude called me his partner.
I've made an incredible discovery.
Define incredible.
Whoa, that the proto-relic?
While the image is still quite unstable, the implication is staggering. The proto-relic has been digitized and stored within the simulation.
I guess that happens
Can we
with
get
full
it out?
condor.
Without more data, I can't say for certain. Let's head to the next facility. I'll continue my analysis there.
Don't quite know how I feel about this proto relic is just more VR missions, but fighting is fun, so fighting is fun, so it's not the worst thing.
What's this crap about removing the seeds of trouble? They really have no idea.
No, they have an idea, they're just
It's
evil.
Shinra's own fault everyone hates them. What goes around comes around.
Yeah, no, they're aware of that. They just don't care.
Yes, but the problem is that not everyone in Shinra is bad. A lot of them are actually good people.
You call them good people. Well, I call them enablers. They're why Shinra keeps getting away with it.
I mean, I see where you're coming from.
You do, huh? Glad I could be of service.
Again, one of those moments where it's like, neither of them are exactly wrong. None of them are wrong. Like, neither of them are wrong. I mean, I obviously side more with Yuffie. But, like, Aerith's not wrong in what she says. It's just, you know, difference of definitions of, like, what it means to be a good person. So that is this basically the whole area down here. So we've still got all of this, which seems like an abandoned city. I don't think we can get... I'm gonna have a guess and looking at this and say we can't get to any of it from here, so it does require us going up to this section and working our way down. AKA, I'm gonna, like, teleport here. AKA, I'm gonna teleport here and sit on a bench and rest, and then we'll work our way from there. Oh, hell yeah, neck. I do have so many cushions. I gotta start using them. Oh, totally off topic of, like, anything. Chat, do you want a Dorito? Chat, do you want some Doritos? I could do with some Doritos. Do you want some really small Doritos? I have a Pringles can of Doritos. I have Doritos. I saw them out of the corner of my eye and I'm just like, ooh, I could have some right now. I can eat food on stream and be unprofessional. And then wash it down with some blue raspberry ghost. Nomas! Anyways. Onwards we go. Bye-bye. Yeah, we saw this earlier. And I kind of just went like, yep, this is going to be a whole thing. I'll go somewhere else first. This is huge. Doritos! I forgot those Doritos emotes. I really should use money to commission people to make emotes for my channel. If you notice at the very top, there's now Pogsarios up there. The idea is that when I get a bunch of actual good emotes made for the channel, I'm just gonna have like random emotes just cycle through the very top of the screen. I'm just like one by one. But I only have bad emotes that I've made so far, so I just have Pogsarios up there for the time being. Okay, this just goes back up if this is not anything extra or new. Well, I forgot about how much Doritos get stuck in your teeth. Now when I'm talking, I can feel it. That was a bad idea, actually. I shouldn't have gotten my Dorito on. Oh, no. How many cushions can I mutate? I can only make 21 because I can only hold 99. We're gonna get to a point where I have 99 sage, 99 margarines, and 99 cushions. Again, well, it's the one part of the game where it's just like the pacing for it is deliberately overtuned to make sure it's never frustrating. Yeah, it's another one of the massive things. It's a big part of why I like Exploring the Open Wilderness so much. It feels properly paced. Breaking it up in different sections means Overworld never gets too both overwhelming by how much there is, and also too long by how long you're just stuck doing the same one over the same open world over and over again for a long period of time. But there's everything in the open world. Just like, again, getting to the fact that I don't have to grind out things, I just pick up what I pass, and I naturally always have enough to make everything in an area. The fact that I go through an area without the towers, and I'm able to find everything because everything is designed to be found. By just like, both the fog of war on the map, and also just the fact that a lot of places are visually interesting to go to, and then they'll often have things there when they're visually interesting. That makes for a very, very satisfying experience. So everything, or like it has all the satisfaction of like finding things, knocking off things off a list and all of that, that a lot of open worlds have, but just doing it in a way where it still feels very natural to do it all. It's so good. It's so good. Lord damn. It's like, we're in the ruins of a city now. We're like in this forgotten, abandoned, like, old ancient place. At this point. It's cool as hell. But you can also see like some fragments of, oh, people were camping out here at some point. Like, or some of these like camping destinations, or some of these like when Shinra was like building stuff, they would make out camps here. Is some of this like just people over time? Is some of this like when the reactor blew up and people had to escape from Gongaga? Did they come over here and this is like temporary like places that they had until they could go back home? Kind of thing. Because you see all of like the old ancient stuff, but then you see like modern boxes. Yeah, some of it might just be like archaeology people just in like don't There's so many things. It's awesome, and I like it a lot. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not done with this. Fuck you, blows myself up.
You're up.
I will survive. Looks like no time to waste.
The ultimate fuck you to the enemies. I'm gonna rock up in front of you and kill myself. Then what, motherfuckers? And then they die of guilt. Pretty sure that's how the Chimeras die there. They died of guilt. See, some of them are also Shinra boxes, but I also don't know if that's like, are the Shinra boxes here meant to be implying that Shinra have been here? Or are they using Shinra boxes because that's a video game thing where Shinra, if it's a Shinra box, it means it's a breakable box for goodies. Ooh. The shit is so cool. Like just going through a cave and, oh, by the way, now I see this shit. It's so badass. I love it. I love it. Choco-blooms. Choco-blooms. Pet the birdie. Can you tell all that chocobos? Quay quay. I love how it's done of just like call out a chocobo and they just run it off screen all the time. Like just the visuals of it is always so good. Oh, these are just normal enemies. I thought these were gonna be like advanced chimera mimics. They are not. Though I had this funny feeling this might be one of the later proto relic sections. But that being said, ow. Doesn't matter if it is. Take the lead.
With me.
Wild charge. How does wild charge work?
Here.
I don't actually know how wild charge works.
It's all up to you. We're done here.
Lol. Jesus.
It's on you.
Red, why do you already have a limit? What the fuck? Red, how did you already get limit? That fight was like 4 seconds long. Yeah, how does wild charge work? Because it says it can hit 3 times. So is it like a combo attack of when it hits you press it again? Or is it like when you press it, it just like does the next stage of the attack? You charge wildly and got limit. Oh, okay. Because I'm pretty sure that's one where it says can hit 3 times, but I've never actually worked out what it means by that. Is it just like if you hold it, you keep charging and you can go 1, 2, 3? Is it like a combo thing where you gotta like press it each time? I don't know. Okay, this is gonna be the thing. It's a proto relic. Because it says it can hit 3 times, but I've not actually worked out what it means by hitting 3 times. Because I keep trying different combinations of like pressing it, holding it, And I'm just like, I haven't worked out the difference yet. So many movements. So many moves. Hot moves in your area. Hold. I'll be honest, I was surprised how it opened. I kind of thought that wouldn't open until I did a proto-relic thing. This is a shortcut, like, back to the start. I was kind of hoping there'd be, like, oh, all this stuff I can walk on. I was kind of, like, hidden materia, hidden boxes. Where are we on the map if we go through here? Oh.
Well, looks like we found the airstrip.
That's the main fucking story progression.
Or what's left of it.
Yeah, it's definitely seen better days.
You can say that again. It's more crater than runway.
Are you kidding me? So we came here for nothing? Maybe not. See that?
Oh, a Republic telephone booth.
No!
A wee look.
No! No! Fuck off, telephone! No! Can't make me. How did I stumble onto the MSQ backwards? God damn it. How did that even happen? How did that even happen? How? Game is sabotaging me. It's sabotage. How dare you? Video game said we really want you to continue the main story.
We're in monster territory now.
Maya, tell me. Precious Stagger. Kill.
Mutant Grandhorn detected nearby.
Only the one. They've almost always been in pairs. I'm sure this is one.
The disaster had a profound influence on the local ecosystem, including this particular breed. Prolonged exposure to Mako has reduced their impulse control. Unlike most Grandhorns, this variant lacks a sense of community, invading and upending territory belonging to others. The long-term effects of Mako poisoning on both flora and fauna are still not fully understood, but the world needs to know. I hope you'll assist me in the investigation.
Cameron's like, what if this one is just around the corner? Don't you want to see? No! Cloud, don't you know that I'm your father? It's not true. It's impossible! Look into your ass. You know this to be true. Yeah! It's been a while.
No turning back.
It didn't immediately get staggered by that. Oh my god, we're in a new era. We're in a new era. It didn't immediately fall over when I did that. We're in a new era for Grandhorns. Savage Grandhorn! This one will have an enraged timer. It also has 4 ranks, and if you beat it, you can do an ultimate. A bipedal creature found deep within the jungles like a Gongaga, overexposure to Mako from the nearby reactor has brought out bestial ferocity in it. It controls plants to restrain its prey. Evil Dead. Periodically restrains the target with earthbounds, but these binds can be broken by using Mother. I'm trying my best here. Binds can be broken by attacking on the creature. Attacking it twice while it is guarding will cause it to counterattack. Although its guard will reflect ranged attacks, hitting with powerful abilities will pressure it. Okay. Okay. So it less resist physical in general, but you want to use something long and ranged to fuck it up. It is weak to fire at the very least. So, okay. It counterattacks, but you don't counterattack it by pressure. Like, you just don't want to attack it. The counterattack doesn't do anything. The fact that when you're restrained by Earthbound, the only way to stop it is to stagger it is, like, you really don't want to get hit by Earthbound, though. Oh, it does that. Oh. Oh, okay. It'll just do that. Okay. Hey, Tifa, you have regen, right? Do that on... You can't even target them when they're earthbound. Oh, that sucks. Can I target? No. Oh my god. I mean, Cloud's not taking damage. It is basically just you only get to be 2 people. What attacks do people have? You've got Thunder. Actually, powerful. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, actually. Oh. Oh god. How did that pressure? Oh, okay.
It's no use.
Okay. Okay.
I smoke fiends.
Mutant
We're gonna
Grand
get a
Horde
different party
detected
out.
nearby. Commencing guidance protocol. The reactor disaster had a profound influence on
I'm
the
getting a
local
different party out.
ecosystem. This particular breed, prolonged exposure to
Wow.
had reduced their impulse control.
Don't overdo it.
Why don't you lead the way?
Like most creatures, lacks a sense of invading and upending territory belonging to others. The long-term effects of Mako poisoning on both flora and fauna are still not fully understood. The world needs to know. I hope you'll assist me in the investigation. Spectacular! Currently gathering combat data on target.
Keep it up.
It's your turn now.
Kick it up a notch.
Ow.
Bring in the heat.
Oh, bullshit! I was hitting you with that powerful attack. Oh, come on. Did I knock you out?
Take the lead.
Here goes.
Okay, wait for it to attack. Okay. Fire off.
You can do it. Get fired
Just know I'm cheering for you.
Take it over.
Powerful attacks, alright? What does it mean by it? Oh, I haven't assessed it in this one. Whoops.
So it's my turn? One more shot! Damn it! Go on!
What the hell you doing?
Sorry about that.
Baron! Okay. Quickly, Claude, assess it! Before it dies! There we go.
Take him down.
I can help too. One more
There we
shot.
go.
All objectives
Ooh, I have to put that one in a very particular way. God damn. I think I misunderstood the assess a little bit, though. I think I misunderstood what the assess meant. Or it builds up a resistance to what pressures it over time.
You have completed
One of
all
the two.
battle assignments within the
Battle the
Gongaga
Veins.
region.
They're the ones that are
I've
hardest to
added a
find.
new trial
So I'm
to
glad I
the
found
simulator,
them.
which you may undertake at your leisure.
at your leisure. Cheeky, considering you're not risking life and limb.
Neither are they. It's VR.
Know that I am ever aware of the hazards you must face, Cloud. I will endeavor to not only assist you, but ease the weight of your burdens and mine.
Chadley!
It's to great. I'll gladly tweak her AI.
Tweak her AI to take over yours. Finish the process. Oh, yeah, very particular way to fight that one. Again, I think I was misunderstanding the assess, or it builds up a resistance to what pressures it over time. And that was the main issue that I was having there. Whereabouts is it? They're all bosses, that's probably gonna be not quite. Or might just be up to the normal one. Savage Grand, no, there it is. Why are you gonna transition at your leisure? Attacking it twice while it's guarding causes it to counterattack. Although its guard will reflect range attacks, hitting it with powerful abilities will pressure it. Okay, that's the part where I'm not sure exactly what it means. Does it mean hit it with powerful abilities while it's guarding? And does it mean powerful abilities in general? Does it mean that it reflects range attacks, but a physical powerful ability while it's guarding? Does it mean normally range attacks would reflect it while it's guarding, but if it's a powerful enough range attack, I think I got that. I think I got a little confused. But it's also possible that it builds up a resistance to being pressured the more you pressure it. Because I pressured it. Like, I immediately, like, did Fire with Aerith early in the fight. And that pressured it. So that would say to me, okay, powerful ability meant ranged. And I also exploited its weakness. But using Fire later on didn't. So I'm not sure whether that was a case of, is it that it builds up a resistance to being pressured the more times you pressure it? Or did I have to use the Fire when it wasn't guarding and that's what pressured it? Or did I have to use it while it was guarding to, like, break the guard? And I don't know the difference between what I did the first time I used Fire, which did pressure it, and the later times that I used it where I didn't pressure it. The wording of it, I'm not exactly sure what I did in terms of how it worked. I'm also just worried in terms of, because I have to fight it again in VR, and I'm not exactly certain, like, what made it go pressured. I'm not exactly certain. Because if we fight it in VR, it'll likely have another enemy at the same time. Because that's how they've often done it. So I'm concerned if I have to fight that and something else at the same time, that I have to, like, hard focus that, otherwise I just can't attack with people. And so I need to know how to kill that thing quickly. Quicker than what I just did, where I had 2 people get restrained. Although if you fight it last in a group of enemies, like if there's multiple rounds and you fight it slowly, I could possibly intentionally, like, farm limit. If I remember right, powerful abilities simply mean stuff like Braver, Dive Kick, etc. Well, that's the thing, because I did Fire on it early, and that pressured it. But that pressured it because it was, like, its elemental weakness, and then just, like, exploiting its elemental weakness multiple times didn't do it. But it's also, does it mean that, like, if it's blocking, it will reflect magic, but if it's blocking, then powerful abilities will be what pressures it? Or does it mean hitting it with those attacks at any point, even when it's not blocked? Because the other ones say, like, hit it with powerful abilities while blocking, we'll pressure it. Where the way that one says, while it reflects ranged, it gets pressured with strong attacks. I'm just not exactly sure the exact meaning behind that. Again, I used Fire and it seemed to work. It's just, you know, I'll have to kill it really fast if it's in VR and there's multiple enemies. Because I'll have to hard focus it before it, you know, grabs everyone. The fact that it, like, I feel like that's the first, like, we've had other enemies that have kind of had, like, softened ranges in terms of they do a big attack that does a lot of damage. That's our first one that's just like, yeah, over time it just stops your people from attacking at all. Other things have had softened ranges that you could survive by being able to, like, take the attack and harden off and everything like that. Or have revival earrings. But that one is just, no, it'll just stop you from attacking and then you can't do shit. Hey! Hey!
As many local residents would attest, Kujata can harness and wield the elements of fire, ice, and lightning. Furthermore, it can strike down its foes with the combined might of all three.
That's
a
concerning.
Shocking, chilling, and burning attack.
That's concerning. Alright, be wary of all the stuff that it does to you in the middle of combat. Will its elemental weakness be the one that you didn't mention? Whee! Oh, I missed. The crystal light went and left me very quickly, and I don't know where it is. Cloud! Bravo! Barrett! Massive Fury, error!
On you.
I'm coming. That's it. Someone looks kind of busy.
Sorcerer Storm, Cloud!
Keep it together.
Barra, keep going!
See you around.
Lol. Hey, precision defense material improved. Let's go. Technique of how to be good at this game. Change characters very, very frequently. Just never stop changing characters. That's how you win at this game. Every time I remember to change characters more frequently, I usually end up doing better. There we go. Forested Ruins. Get another case of it feels like they're mainly giving me this one, so I have a fast travel point here. Which I'm not complaining about. Free goodies, fast travel point. I'll take the combination. I'm at the combination free goodies, fast travel point. I just need to be good opportunities to that. We'll never stop. We'll never stop. We'll never stop. Everyone's convinced I absolutely fucking hate this game. And I need to give the people what they want. And by everyone, I mean a couple of YouTube commenters. And I don't know if everything should have the same physics effects. I don't feel like I'm kicking around stones with this. But if everything had realistic physics effects, it means I wouldn't be able to, like, play soccer sometimes when I kick giant steel girders across barriers. And am I really saying the game would be better if I couldn't kick giant steel girders across barriers onto other platforms or into giant pools? Am I really saying the game would be better without that? Am I really that much of a piece of shit to say that this game would be better if it had less whimsy? I don't think I should probably not try to be that little a piece of shit. Never mind. Video game, make all of your environmental shit out of styrofoam. It's fun to kick around. They actually made the ancient temples out of styrofoam. That's why they're still here. That's why they've not decayed or broken down at all. Turns out the reason that Marco poisons you is actually because the ancients built everything out of shit like styrofoam. So Marco is actually like pure concentrated microplastics. So the reason that it poisons the environments is just because it's shitloads of microplastics. We have found the real villains. It's the ancients and all of their microplastics. I'm sorry if that's the big spoiler. I'm sorry if the big spoiler is that the ancients are actually evil in this game. I apologize if that's actually the big spoiler that everyone knows. It's just like, actually, secretly, the ancients are evil. Because of microplastics. Gajada! Gajada! So I don't have a music thing I can play from 14 for this fight, so it's not going to be as fun as Alexander. Bup. Bup, bup, bup. Bup, bup, bup. Bup, 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 bup. Okay. Secretly, capitalism is good. There we go. Kajada! Moo! Who's saying moo ones? Yay! QGD! Let's go! We're getting close to actually finishing this area. Well, we're gonna go around all the towers then.
Analysis of the Gongaga summon crystals. Thank you. I suspect Kujata is quite pleased to have joined your cause. Though you have yet to obtain the requisite materia, as I recall. You'll first need to confirm.
Kajada is super pleased to join you. He hasn't joined me yet. I haven't kicked his ass yet. Oh! Kick his ass, Cloud. He's gonna find the stream where he did the last Marauder quest and have it playing on the side. Does that have a unique music track to it? I also like how it's just like, hey, by the way, do you want to just take a big jump out of here? Like, you finished this area, this giant area. Do you want to just like a big jump? Yeah, we only have one life spring. There's actually only one life spring, and it's also in the photo point. Hey, bird. We're gonna go fly! Woo! Yeah. Badass. Yeah, straight to the beginning of that. Okay, we're gonna work out how to get to this tower, and then we can start going down here. And then fighting whatever the fuck is here. The Sultan of Stench. It's probably gonna be a Marlboro. Sultan of Stench. It's gonna be a Marlboro. I'm so excited to get hit by Bad Breath in a game where I actually like have real-time combat and all my abilities. I'm so excited to get hit with like 6 million debuffs at once. Wee! Wee! Woo! Buddy! Buddy, I'll follow you instead of going to the tower. Bro, why did all the textures unload for a second? How'd that even happen? How did all of the text... Then the game didn't know where I was going in terms of like what to load in, what not to load in. It's not like it had pop-in of just, oh, it wasn't there and then it popped out and then popped in. Like, seeing pop-in in a video game, yeah, that's normal. How the fuck did it pop out then pop in? Level on button 11 right now. My god, it's tedious. You have to rank up your music skills by playing songs and just spamming them over and over. From my understanding, FF11 is way more of a real-ass MMO compared to 14. Again, I do have plans for 11. My main plans are just, once I'm caught up on 14, to turn the weekend 14 streams into 11 streams if I'm not doing something in 14 that weekend. Because it is an MMO and it's going to be big, there's really no other way for me to like actually approach it in any reasonable capacity. I do like how the Triggerbird chick like sleeps next to you. You decide to sleep on the cushion. I think the big thing that I have to stop myself, the MMO and the style of pre-WoW EverQuest MMOs, so I'm even less familiar with that. I am significantly less familiar with that. Because I think the main thing I'd have to do if I was to do 11 is to not play it the way that I play 14, aka trying to completion it. Thank you, bud. I saw all this pathway over here, like I should go on this before I go over there. But guess what? We're about to find Ellum on the left spring. Come on, Ellum. There we go. Go on does another reference eventually. So I was gonna actually play Apex Exodus on stream. I'm so excited to get to the Oddworld games. To play them. Games that I absolutely love and adore. And get to show off all of them. And have no one watching. Don't worry, once I start playing Oddworld, I will yell about it in Discord every single day, just being like, please watch Oddworld, I love these games so much and they're so good. Please watch them, you'll like understand me so much better if you see that this is what I grew up with. It'll be great. Oh, we're going for a swim. It's amazing what, like, the Gongaga area is like. They really, like... Well, the first area still felt very different to each other. But the level of complexity that Gongaga has compared to all the previous areas is fucking wild. What it is like to explore this area with how many, like, caves, ups and downs, elevations, giant, like, shortcut moments, and some of them being, like, taking you to secret areas. It is kind of amazing to see what Gongaga is like compared to everything before. Like, it's, again, the thing that I've always said about the open world in this game is that it's very good. I wish modern games could be designed with more mystery and intrigue in their open worlds, as opposed to everything needs to be shown to the player so they can say that they didn't waste any developer funds making it. But Gongaga being this complicated to explore, like, helps a lot.
The data from the life spring, I was able to locate a new transmission.
But it now does have to finish getting all the crystals.
Overgrown ruins. If my readings are correct, these mysterious structures predate even the Republic.
They do.
Goodness,
look how old they are.
What an adventure.
Goodness, what an adventure. Thank you, Chadley. Oh, I was just there. That's where I just was, Chadley. Chadley. Yeah, the idea of, like, mystery and intrigue of, like, not knowing what you're gonna find in an open world area. Again, we still have some level of that. I just want more of it. I am a fool who would not be satisfied with the riches of heaven. But I will say, if we can't have open world areas in this game that have, like, a shitload of things that you don't expect to find, because we need to make sure everything is, like dev time isn't wasted on things that people won't find or are too hard to find or are, like, too different when you gotta make so much of it. If we can't do that, then having an open world area like this, where the actual traversal itself is so... Like, we're back to here. Like, there's so many areas that you can't go one direction in or you can go another direction. You gotta, like, work out how to actually get through a little area. And so many sections like this where I end up connecting back to a different area of the open world without, like, realizing that they were all connected and everything like that. If we can have all of that instead... If we get that instead, then you know what? I'm okay with it. Then that is fine with me. I am fine, although... If I can't get back up there, then I might actually be screwed. No, I won't be screwed. I'm okay. It's gonna feel stupid. I'm gonna fast travel back to this. Might feel stupid to fast travel back to the thing I was literally just at, but the pathway that I went there kind of locked me in. Okay, I need to like angle it a little bit to go this way. No, we're in a cave, and this like is outside of the cave. I probably have to go back out of the cave and go down this way. Bird. There you are. Bird. 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 Oh, that really isn't working. Never mind. What's over here? I lost again. There we go. This is the way we came in. I was about to say, what if over here was like... No. And... Whee! Oh yeah, like, yeah, we just didn't go down here, did we? I was about to say, how do I get down here? Oh, right, it's just an area that I haven't been to yet. Scenic spot! Yeah! Yeah! Scenic spot! Oh my, oh fuck, ow, my dad's not hurting. This section of my arm, on both arms, was hurting a lot last week, but I think it's because that was what I was lifting. But that one just started hurting out of nowhere. All of a sudden, this part started hurting. Ow. Mithril ore! Still more mithril ore outside of the mithril mines than anywhere else. Oh! I was looking up there and like looking at this pathway. I'm just like, is this a thing? It is a thing. Oh, okay, everyone's in the scenic spot on their chocobos now. Yeah! Look at how scenic we all are. Look at how scenic we all are here. Hell yeah. I didn't even take a photo! The party members are too far apart for the photos here. They're consistently too far apart. Like, I can only get a couple of them in the photo at a time. Yeah, let's get a shot of like the cliff face and the water. We'll have the girls in it. There we go. There we go. There we go. I did it! I got another photo. Ta-da! So have we gotten everything? We actually do. Outside of towers and proto relics, we've actually found everything in Gongaga. Cloud Ghost said 10 feet away from women. You know, considering how complicated this map was, because this map had so much terrain that goes up, down, left, right, and is like very intertwined. When I was looking at how much shit I had to find here and how much area I had left to explore, I was kind of worried I wasn't going to find everything. But I did. But I did. Even in areas complicated as this, as long as you like go through it kind of thoroughly and look everywhere and investigate different things you can go down to. Even an area like this, it's like still super viable to actually find everything. Again, do this without doing the fucking map shit. Without the map shit, it's so good. All right, what are we thinking? Marlboro? Are we thinking Marlboro? It's gonna be a Marlboro.
This is it, Cloud.
Of course
We've
it is.
arrived at the Great Marlboro's domain.
Of course it
As
is.
I'm sure you've surmised from the aroma, olfactory risk level high.
Okay. Okay. What things do we have? What things do we have that are, like, useful for that? No slow and stop. Does heavy count as those? Immunity to poison would be nice. Immunity to poison would be nice. I might just chuck that on some people. Who do I want? Who do I want if it's gonna be a Malboro? I want some Esseners? Definitely, yeah. I think I'm like, because poison's gonna be the one that hurts, but also if it's gonna do everything else, it's gonna fucking hurt. Let's adjust the party. I want one range and I want like someone who's. I want Aerith because it might be weak to magic and then I can burn it from a distance with magic with Aerith. But who do I want else? Anti-silence on an Elm on a Sinner person. Hopefully, do I have an anti-silence as an accessory? I'll have to look. If not, I have like warding. But I don't know if I have my warding stuff or my other things high enough to actually do that. Tifa will be good at like being able to dish out damage. It's more so just because she has to get in close. How bad is that gonna be? Because then I could also think of like Kate, because like Kate can just spam like buffs to us, debuffs on them by getting enough kitty points, and then also just throw dice and just throw a bunch of bullshit at it. But it also requires being fuck it. I'm going these two. I'm going these two. We're putting on some equipment. Do I have anything that is immune to silence? Oh, there it is. Magic, max MP and magic power by 5. Increase immunity to silence. We'll put that on Aerith then. We'll put that on Aerith because it also just like boosts her attacks. Where was it? I've already forgotten what it was. There it is. Grant immunity to silence. And then we'll just have immunity to poison so the others don't take damage. No poison on you. We'll need to actually put assess material on Cloud, but we've got so much material spots, so it's fine. Star pendant? Star pendant. I think Kate already has a Suna. No, you have the binding. Can I silence a Marlboro? Actually, can I silence a Marlboro? We're gonna do that, but we're gonna have cleansing for Esena. Unfortunately, I don't have high enough for resist, but yeah, let's see if we can silence a Marlboro, and we also have as soon as there, and also just like heals, because of course. Can we? If we can silence a Marlboro, that'll go pretty well. What do I want to get rid of for this? Petrify might be good damage-wise. I don't know. Poison. I'm gonna have a wild guess. Wild guess here. Say I can't poison the Marlboro. So I can probably get rid of poison for assess. I have the sneaky suspicion that poison may not work on a Marlboro. just the vibe that I get. Just the vibe that I get. Alright, Marlboro time. Engage, defeat the great, it's a great Marlboro. It's a great Marlboro. Oh, that looks way more menacing than I thought it would.
You're going down. Come on.
Great Marlboro presence detected. The Shinra and Turk, Marlboros native to the Gongaga region, have been known to grow exceptionally large thanks to their ravenous appetite for wood and slime.
Damn, I can't silence it. Damn, I'm not allowed to silence it. That's unfair. Immunities is basically everything. Because immunity lists get so big, I kind of wish it would say like what does work, because I can look at the list of immunities and go, okay, but are there any that do work? And I have no idea. Can't silence most bosses, right? Sup, Ricky? It seems unfortunately. Unfortunately. Because I was just thinking, like, it'd be funny as, like, a payback as Marlboro silence you. Alright, these grotesque fiends living on Gongaga jungles are the most countless tentacles springing from their heads. From their giant maws, they spew corrosive liquid and the most acrid of breath. Social markers make them bigger, uglier, stinkier. Shattering their mouth will make them susceptible to staggering, prevent them from using bad breath. If left unchecked, bad breath will steadily increase in potency, its mouth will regenerate after a certain amount of time. Okay. It has specific mechanics for revolving around bad breath. Okay. That's the wrong one. I meant this one. I have Firebolt. No, Firebolt.
So it's my turn?
Go over here a little bit more. Bad breath. Gross. Don't. Bad breath. Don't breathe this.
Needs more magic.
Oh god, you gonna target me with that? How dare you?
You'll see.
Oh, so okay. You target its mouth when it starts doing bad breath. Okay, interesting. Okay, so here's what we actually want to do then. We want to like kind of bait it out to do bad breath on Aerith when she's like over here. Oh Jesus! And then teleport over to it. Stop strike. It's not gonna work. Future breath, concerning.
It's on you.
I'll show you what I can do.
Spell Blizzara on the fetid mouth.
I'll fight tooth and claw for you. It's not a
Hey! Oh god. Oh god. Oh fuck!
I'll take care of them.
It's still like in the area of it. Shit, okay. Shit, okay.
Why don't you lead the way?
Under control.
I'll take care of this.
When did you poison me?
This one's for you.
When did you poison me? How dare you?
Don't catch a cold. Another. Go on.
Are the others fine yet? No. But the Moogle's still getting in there!
Wherever I can help. Yeah.
Come chase me. Fetid as a... Test by... Rank-mouth?
Feeling chilly?
Don't be stand against you.
Go on. That's it.
I mean, this is still working. Actually, fuck it, do another arcane ward over here.
Let's get
I'm gonna be stuck with Era for a while, it seems.
Surprise.
And catch. One more shot.
Blizzara on the rank mouth.
Don't catch a cold. Yeah. Too much?
Boom, there we go.
This one's for you.
I mean, what I'm doing is working.
Wow. I almost.
I mean, it worked. Aerith's just that good.
Your victory was inspiring, Cloud. That malodorous monstrosity has been sent back to the jungle depths from whence it came.
That's a considerably rare material, Cloud. I suspect it will prove useful in crafting new creations. I suggest you hold on to it.
Thank you. I don't have anything that it can be useful, I think, at this stage. But after this, we did unlock another transmuter chip to do. And then the actual princess realized the grace of when she fights. Our girl is built different. The fact that it's like, it did the one attack where it just attacked, like, it did a bad breath, but just next to everything next to it. And it's like, oh shit. And then it's just like, oh, everything get hit by it though, so it's actually like fine. Don't even worry about it. It's like fine. The fact that that just worked so well of just like, oh, well, Aerith didn't get hit, so it's fine. The others can die. It doesn't matter. Didn't require anything more than that. Barret would have been the other correct choice, it turns out. I didn't... Because it also got just partway through that fight where it just had a permanent odor around it that just stopped you. So it's like, okay, well, I can't do anything there. By the way, we have like all of the stuff done. Now we can actually just start going through the towers. So we can actually, on our way to this transmuter ship, we've actually got to get this tower on the way. And then we can just like teleport and just knock out all the other towers. And then we get some proto relics done and, you know, work through everything. The main concern that I have here is that it might still take long enough to do the rest of the open world that we won't have time to do VR stuff today, but, you know, it'll be fine. We'll do VR stuff at the start of next episode. I say next week. No. Assuming, touch wood, that nothing goes wrong, I should be streaming this again later this week. But a lot of weeks where I haven't been able to do either Yakuza or Rebirth, 2 very long games that I'm taking way too long to get through. So when I have weeks where I know I can stream a lot, where it's just like, alright, I'm just going to do nothing but, like, basically those 2 games all week. Which is what this week is, hopefully. Hopefully. So I must grab the items that I can't hold on to. Alright, here we go! Alrighty, I'm gonna prime mode, because here's what I'm gonna do, right? Oh, I'm not prime mode. Prime mode! I worked out how to deal with these things. I worked out how to deal with these things. They keep replicating too much because I'm not hurting them quick enough. Prime mode, done. Just get that, just pay that extra for that same day delivery. Make your worker go through absolute hell so they can get it to you on time, and fucking bam, you are done. How the fuck do I get up the tower? I'm seeing a tree. I'm seeing a tree. Do I actually have to? Oh my god. They're doing shit with towers of like, they're getting to the point where they're like towers in something like Breath of the Wild or Assassin's Creed, where it's not just there's the tower and it's easy to do. They're actually like making them more complicated as you go on by having you actually work out to get onto them. That's a good way of improving towers. I mean, like, it's still just, like, they should, like, because of their nature in terms of, like, it shows you where to find everything. Yeah, like, they shouldn't be too hard. But if you want to make them, like, a little more engaging, so they feel different to each other, this is a good way of doing it. Make it so, hey, even the act of getting onto the tower, like, it's not like a hard puzzle, but the fact that they're slowly escalating as it goes through the game is a good idea. Yeah, the original purpose of towers in the original game that had them, Assassin's Creed, was that climbing the tower was part of the puzzle. It was like, climbing the tower was the puzzle and your reward is finding the objectives. I still think the level of puzzle and level of reward is skewed even in the original Assassin's Creed. I will say, if there is a game that has towers that this particular game feels like it's actually trying to emulate, it really is Assassin's Creed 1. I don't know how many people here have actually played through Assassin's Creed 1, or played it, like, extensively enough to have, like, beaten the game in, like, 100%. Because I have 100% of the original Assassin's Creed. There's an odd detail about the original Assassin's Creed that if you've, like, played any other game that has towers, you may not expect it in that game. Or you may not expect it in that game if you, like, you know, played the way that did that. Even all the flags, yeah. Yeah, I did. But the first game that I got for my 360 was Assassin's Creed 1, because I got it for free with it. And I had no other games for that console for a while. It was the only game I had in the 360 for a while, and the graphics of it kind of blew me away, and I'm just like, I want to play nothing but my 360 for a bit, and I had nothing else to do. But if you go back to Assassin's Creed 1, the whole point of all the objectives in that game, of like all of the stuff that you find that the towers give you, what it does in that game is that you go to a new city and you have an assassin target. There's a person you need to kill. To kill that person, oh, of course. This is the area that I was just like, oh, why is there like so many layers? Why is there ups and downs to it? It's for the excavation. Yeah, and this goes up here because it's for the excavation stuff. It's cute. The whole point was you go to towers because they would give you a lay of the lands to be able to 2 things in the environment that would give you advice on how to assassinate your target. Now, in terms of gameplay, how that ended up playing out is you get the information, you go to the guy, and he tells you, here's how you assassinate him. And then you go on a linear mission to assassinate him. But the way that it's presented in-game, outside of, like, the person you talk to, is that all the information you're getting, you can go to, like, an in-game log in Assassin's Creed 1 of all the objectives that you do. And they will give you real information about, like, your assassin target. Like, you'll pickpocket something, and it's like, oh, here's a map that's a layout of, like, where your target's going to be. And also, it's going to, like, show, like, where, like, soldiers are going to be positioned near them for security reasons. Or you'll overhear information, and it will be like, oh, did you hear about, like, the person who's planning to have this big meeting there? And the person will be like, yeah, it's, like, totally throwing off my plans to do this because they've blocked this road or something. So you learn that, oh, this road is blocked during this. And so the idea is you get all this information, and you're meant to use it to your advantage to, like, actually plan out the big assassination. You're meant to get all of this information together to plan out the big assassination of, oh, okay, these things are going to be here, these things are going to be here, and then I, like, do all of this, and I can do that. In reality, it doesn't work that way because none of the assassins are that complicated, and also, once you get to the actual mission to do the big assassination, most of the stuff is just told to you of, like, here, do this, go for that. It's not complicated, but that's in theory, like, what all it's meant to be. And there's elements of this open world that kind of feel like that. There's elements of this open world that kind of feel like it's not about just go to the point to tell you all the things. It's about go, like, explore the world and get, like, little things that help you discover it. Like, because even if you are told where, like, everything is on the map by a tower, for an area like this, not so much the previous zones, but in an area like this, oh, you're told where everything is on the map by one of the towers. It's still like, again, it primarily applies to this because the other areas are a bit flatter in their terrain. But in here, it's like, okay, this fight is here. I gotta work out how to get there. I mean, I could look at the map and, like, work out, like, these pathways, but it's still gotta, like, work out how to get there. Or, like, okay, it won't show you, like, these stops. You look at the map and, like, analyze those. But, like, oh, okay, the life spring is here. This is in a cave, and you still gotta, like, work out how to get to it. Still obviously makes it a hell of a lot easier, but, you know, there's something there. And also the fact that you can explore so much of the world without it. Again, it's just, like, the 2 things. It's just, like, it feels like Assassin's Creed 1 in some regards for its open world, but also the obvious one is Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima literally has the birds that, like, fly and, like, help you find things as well. Like, Ghost of Tsushima is the obvious other one, because Ghost of Tsushima is also one that gets praised a lot for how well it's designed. Oh, I can make a planet splendor. That was one of the things. Ta-da! Shut up with your battery. Your battery is low. What else can I can enhance things. Yes, I can enhance things. I can enhance the crocodile bracelet. Yeah. And I can enhance the outlaw bangle. And a Marlboro orb, it said? Oh, and a jeweled ring. Okay, there's a couple of things here. Marlboro Orb! A shimmering sphere that contains the potent pungence of the infamous Marlboro. Yo! Holy shit! Okay, this thing actually sucks and fucks me dry. Extends duration of detrimental status effects applied to foes. Reduces duration of detrimental effects inflicted on the wearer. Yo! Pog! Okay, that's actually huge. The whole debuff thing's like, yeah, okay. There had to be something like this. There had to be something where it's just like, how do you make the debuffs you apply to enemies better? And yeah, it's the Marlboro Orb. That makes a lot of sense. Hey, now it's shimmering! Now that I actually made it, look how much more it shimmers. Hell yeah. Jeweled ring. Immunity to petrifying stone. And then we have a white cape. Immunity to Toad! Oh my god, look how cool it looks. An elegant shawl said to have saved the poor prince once turned into a frog. Yo. Oh, I don't have enough exquisite beast hides. Shit. I gotta go hit up the bunnies and ask if they have any exquisite beast hides next to their exquisite beast spines. Alright, well, we'll mark that on the list. Is there anything else? Like, everything else is huge because it's all the Mercy stuff. Yeah, everything else is Mercies. Oh yeah, Gongaga music. Where the white cave and then do the frog cave minigame thing. Is absolutely cheat. Cheat the system, hell yeah. Okay, we're gonna get, okay, now that all that's left is towers. So we're going to just start bouncing around the map and just teleporting. Because it's only towers left. Whee! Oh, we gotta get to them as well. But that one's up there, so it's on some of these much eastern mountains. Again, even getting to the towers, they're like making it a thing here. Kind of curious, like, what the future area is gonna be like. Is Gongaga specifically gonna be like the most complicated, or are they gonna get even more complicated after this? I mean, I love how I love Gongaga. This is definitely the best areas of the game so far. It's not even close.
Won't take long.
Not that the other ones are bad, but this one is just really fucking good.
With me.
And then Prime Mode. Where's Prime Mode? Prime Mode! Oh, perfect timing. Let's go. Wait. Fuck. God, no.
You insist.
Not looking good.
Anything cool? Mug. Do a mug. Found the steel item balls. What have I mugged again? Hey, I could. I mugged and I couldn't even hold on to it. No, no, stop. Off. There we go. All right. Climb the rope. Whee! Climb rope. Climb rope. Climb rope. Whoa, yeah! Smack. 3 Moogle Metal is another one of those things. About how I always have so many more crafting items than what I need. Moogle Metals are also that. I also have way more Moogle Metals than I ever need. So I was invented before Shinra invented ladders. Shinra not caring about how hard it is to do maintenance on their towers, so they're just like, fuck it, there's a rope, I guess. Climb it. Hell yeah. Crack the knees. Hell yeah. Crack the second knee, which I don't have as much room to do. Hell yeah, let's go. Ta-da! You found nothing extra! Let's go! Well, we're definitely finishing Gongaga today. I guess it depends on how long the proto-relic stuff takes. Actually, do we only have 1 tower left? Yeah, we've only got 1 tower left, because I actually got all the others already. So we do this, and then it's proto-relics. Yeah, we'll definitely finish the open world section. It's just a case of will we have time to do, like, Queen's Blood and VR stuff. If I made it a particularly long stream, I possibly could, but also I do have other things I know I need to do tonight, so I don't want to make it like a 5-hour stream. 4-hour, yeah, I don't want to make it like a 5-hour. Don't. I am slightly worried I'm over leveling. What level am I at? I'm at 38. What was like the recommended level of the boss we just did for Marlboro? 38, never mind, so we're perfectly spot on. Or it's adaptive difficulty and stuff like that is actually changing for that, I don't know. Fungi Forest Tower. Is this entire tower? You gotta work out how to get to it. Yeah, you gotta actually like. There's no normal path up there. Okay. There we go. There's a mushy over here. Go to that one. Okay. Hopefully that'll jump up to it. I don't want to be done with Gongaga. I like Gongaga a lot. Gongaga's been really fun. Again, it's not to say that other open worlds in this game have been bad or I haven't been enjoying them, but I was like, Gongaga's like amazing. Do I have to? Okay, okay, go to this for a second. Go to this one. If If they're gonna start putting the towers in points where it's actually like difficult to get to without exploring a bunch of the area, then I guess by default they start making it to, the case of just, hey, you're gonna explore and find most other things before you do the tower. I guess they're gonna naturally approach that if they make it so you gotta like... Is this actually gonna go over there? I think it does. Like, you gotta pass that life spring to get to the tower. Okay. They act... Okay. This is good. This is really good. Because the world is so well designed around exploration to find everything, even without the towers, they're now making it so it's just like, actually, you need to explore to even find the towers. Yeah, they're big and huge and marked on the map, but like, getting to it? No, actually, go explore. Like, you need to get to that mushroom, and to get to that mushroom, you gotta work out how to like cross that bridge, which means you gotta work out like going up this staircase and going off like diverting from the life spring, which would show you where that life spring is anyway before you get to it. So like, now, come on, whee!
Ready?
Ow. I'm now in the mode where I'm doing the same thing over and over again. He can't stop me. But the enemy's blocking me constantly now. That can stop me. There's not even a reason to do that. I'm just gonna... Whee! There we go. Drop kick! Kitty attacks. Fight! Yeah! Roll the dice! Roll 2 dice! Jesus fucking Christ. Going to bed. Good night, Mikey! Good night, Mikey. You know, doing that just then has made me realize a strategy. Holy shit, what if you do 2 dice for Kate back to back? What if you actually just do 2 dice for Kate back to back? Just because like the dice are already... I like how we gotta climb all the way up here so we can go down to the switch there. Again, they're doing what they can to make it so like the towers do feel different to each other. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. They don't feel massively different. These are obviously the things that feel the most similar to each other. I mean, I guess life springs feel the most similar to each other, but you get like unique more for them. But like, I appreciate that they're aware. It's like, if every tower was the exact same, it would get kind of boring. So they're just actually, oh, wait. Actually, alternate pathway, my box is like, sure, yeah. You guys, get your ways out, screen. But yeah, they're just like, we want to do something with the towers. So we will do like little things to make them stand out from each other. We will make it so getting to some of them is a little different, or the way that you climb them is a little different. Again, it's not massive. It's just enough so like some towers that it's like, ah, it's cute. Oh, I had to like bounce in a mushroom to get over to this one. Oh, I had to climb up the entire thing and then climb back down to actually get to the switch. Just little things. Just little things that like just make that tower just feel a little more distinct compared to the others. I appreciate it. I'm the appreciator. I appreciate things. All right, 3 things left in Gongaga, and they're all proto relics. This is usually how it goes, even though we got the tower first this time to try and avoid having all the proto relics at the ends. But then they spawned the first proto relic at the very bottom of the map, so it ended up being that way, anyways. I haven't actually been to this part of the map where this is. So it's gonna be like somewhere in here, through one of these caves, I imagine, is the idea, is the possibility. We'll have to explore. Where haven't I been? It very much goes that way. No, it's not. We're already in the wrong spot. Okay, not going down that way. Right, this way. What do I do through here? Yeah, there's this water here. Mushroom up there. Have I been on that one? Questiones. Chocogo! Quay! Bouncies. Sorry, I gotta go into the proper. I gotta launch from the proper platform. It's against OSHA regulation for chocobos. bounce another way. I presume it's in this cave? I think I've seen this cave going from like other sides, and I've been wondering how to get down there. Whee! Yeah, I think we saw this from above, from a different spot, and I was there it is. I was wondering how to get to it.
Arrival at objective confirmed. I've disabled the security system. You may use your fake IDs to enter the facility.
Almost didn't notice the fucking several monsters standing right at the front. I don't need to fight you. I have enough experience. Then the door's open. Okay. Before we go into this one, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to get a drink because I'm out of my first drink. And also my headphones are yelling at me that they're low on battery. So I'm going to go do all of those things at once before we go into this. So I will be back. The monsters are waiting for their IDs to get verified. They're looking at me as they're being so mad that I skipped the queue. Ha ha! I have Shinra Fast Pass. Get fucked, idiots. See, the joke is that the joke is that Shinra have turned the entire world into defunct land. That's the joke here. It's a joke that's so funny that you all need to laugh at it so hard for several minutes while I go and do things. So I'll be back while you all laugh at that joke. Yeah! We are back! And I have a drink that's going to emulate what I'm gonna do to the enemies once we start the VR training. I'm gonna give them the pipeline punch. Don't point out that my party members are Yuffie and Kate. I guess the Moogle punches. I'm gonna drink them up. I'm gonna be like the Slurp guys in Color Splash. I'm gonna stab with straws and suck the color out of them. Full LP of Color Splash when? Probably after 1,000 Year Door after Super Paper Mario.
In your previous mission, you repelled an insurgent attack and captured the enemy's leader. As a Turk in the field, you must be capable of assessing a situation and making sound judgments.
Sound judgment. Drop a plate on a sector.
What should be done with him?
Kill him, let him go, or interrogate him. Interrogate would be the Turk solution, so I'm gonna go with this.
Correct. Considering what we know of the situation, it seems unlikely that the insurgents' ultimate objective was the town's occupation. Which leaves us with some questions. Ones only our detainee can answer.
What? Why?
I'll spare you the details. A productive interrogation revealed to us the truth. The attack on call was only intended to be a diversion. One which drew us away from their real target, Junon's weapons system. Suffice to say, their plan worked. Consequently, they have seized control of our autonomous sentry unit. Your mission is to neutralize the mechanical threat. Best of luck to you out there.
So do you reckon when recording this...
were hijacked and turned against them?
We don't have time to animate it. Do you reckon when they were filming that they actually just killed off a random Shinra grunt to do that?
Anticipate and prepare for every contingency.
Yeah. They're never caught flat-footed, that's for sure.
Do you reckon there was an actual Shinra grunt that they just fucking murked when they did that? Just to like film it, because it's like it's easier than getting someone to CGI in us killing them. Like it's Turks, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm curious how hard like the last one of these is gonna be. I feel like these are gonna amp up.
Enemy unit sighted. They know.
Oh hey Elena.
The rest is up to you.
So I think it's just that bad to kill one of their own. No, like just like a random. Oh fucking Christ! Just like one of the like not like just a random like soldier grunt. Splitting elements weak. This will pressure it, and then it's like it takes forever to kill. Anna, what are you doing here? You're the newbie. Ow! Ow! No, not the goat missiles. Fuck off with the goat missiles. They're not goated. They don't even have the source. What are they weak to? Not lightning. That makes sense. No. Wind current. Didn't even get hit by the Ow. Not got missiles. Got missiles. What's Yuffie's thing with that? Fox flame. Boom! Fox flame! Boom! Okay. I'm gonna go for like fire ninjas so that goes. Kate's gonna go like this.
Let's do this. Don't overdo it.
You're in good hands now.
Oh, there we go. Alrighty, get in there. Okay. Whee, there we go. Oh, big combos. Damn. Okay, mount. Roll the dice. Roll the second dice. Just fuck them up with a shitload of magic. Because you can. Arrow. There we go. Hey, regenerative aura. I'll take that.
Take the lead.
Defense.
Large number of hostiles headed your way. Give them the old Turk's two-step.
Okay, where are they? Slug rays! Kinda wish I had Tifa. Was it air? Yeah. Oh, air? Oh, air, okay. Aerial ninjas. Roll the dice! Come on, do one of the Arrow and Blizzard! LOL! Let's go! Triple slash, Yiffy. Oh, shit. Oh, okay, everyone's stunned. Never mind. Everyone got stunned by some shit. They are slug rays. They do that. Yoofs! I feel like this game treats slug rays like this super high tier enemy when they were like one of the most basic things in the previous game. Oh, I have fucking Windstorm. Oh, Windstorm may not actually count as a wind attack. May not actually count as like wind weakness attacks.
So let's wrap it up and get back to HQ already.
All right, what are we fighting now? J-Unit Sweeper! No, never mind. I was about to say this is the thing I haven't assessed. No, that was the modified Sweeper. Never mind. You still wait till lightning? Yeah, okay. Lightning ninjutsu. And then Cloud is gonna do the absolute lol combo, as we call it, with the plasma disc. Kate's also gonna like do this. Wait, no, you're gonna do this first. You're gonna do a roll of the dice.
Don't let me down.
And then disorder. Outrage, hell yeah! And then disorder. And then disorder. Synergy ability. Oh, okay. They don't have a thing together. Never mind. All right. So you're just gonna die. So it's like doesn't even matter. Never give me something weak to lightning. Never do it.
Well, you certainly showed them. Hey, tell you what. I'll report back to Summon. You and Rude should take the night off. You deserve it.
Why are you being so nice? And I know you know it's not us, but...
Well done, trainee. I expect more of the same. The company's armed forces are, without question, the world's greatest military power. However, our superior strength could well prove our undoing if our enemies succeeded in turning assets against us.
Damn, if only someone...
We must deny them the opportunity.
So glad that no one got into your training and started using it against you. You're trying to hook Rude up.
This facility will enter power-saving mode. Once you have retrieved your provisions, proceed to the next location.
The chest was unlocked.
Thank you for your excellent work. My analysis is progressing smoothly, but I fear I require more data to arrive.
You should go to roughly 2 more locations.
We're still not done yet?
Just a little more.
If you weren't here for the first 2 proto relics, these are 4 steps each. You just didn't see that because we didn't finish the Corel one. Okay, which area is this one going to be in? Ah, I remember that one! I think we...
Talk about a pain in the butt. That combat simulator thingy of theirs is supposed to be able to do anything, right? Why do they need more than one?
Chadley about to explain why.
Previously, each unit had a facility reserved for them alone. But as an energy-saving measure, they can now only be used one at a time, and in order.
One at a time? Cheapskates.
That's Shinra for you! That's Shinra for you! Why do we have to go through each of these one at a time? Oh, because they're trying to cut down on power costs. Alrighty. I do remember seeing this one earlier. Wait, no, I thought there was one here. I thought it was like on the beach. But it wasn't Posse. Why? Yeah, Gongaga's port hasn't come up for anything. Again, this is the type of shit that I talk about, where it's just like, give me stuff that like isn't important, but it's like so cool. Like Gongaga port, there's been nothing here. No side quests are going here, no like major objectives have gone here. It's just used for a fast travel point up north, and is also just like a place with weird people hanging out doing stuff and shit. The exact type of thing that I talk about when I'm just like, I want like cool things to find here that aren't strictly like core objectives. Yeah, this is the one. We did say this. Again, I totally get the reasons why there's not more. Doesn't solve the fact that I would like more.
Let's dispense with the formalities. For your next mission, you'll be my bodyguards.
Rufus!
Not that I have need of any, but no matter how much I protest, this one never listens. Hostile forces have infiltrated Junon and disguised themselves as
That would never happen. That'd be impossible. How?
To discern friend from
That would never happen.
And ensure no harm comes to the president while waiting for helicopter extraction. Make us proud, trainee.
So I guess these are gonna be. You talk about Alina being the newbie.
Can I be a bad guy?
Shall we?
Sure. Just watch who you're shooting, okay?
You talk about Alina being like new. What's she doing here? Rufus is the president here, so I guess they updated these between the first game and this one. These could be like training missions that they use like back at the actual Shinra HQ, and they just like ported out to here. Can I be the assassin?
Enemy vanguards advancing on your
You think you're bad at that, as we learned.
Be ready to intercept.
Watch you know. No, it's just that Barrett's too good as a bodyguard. Security officers. Ooh! I have asses that I don't have on these ones. I don't have asses on the Grenadiers. Why'd I attack them first? I need their asses. Give me your ass! There we go.
Get ready.
It's amazing how easy it is to kill people. Killing people is so easy. It's kind of embarrassing.
Keep it together.
All right.
Take the lead.
Here I go.
I mean, at least Rufus being sent by being the heir. Well, I think they said president. Did they say president?
I held them off for as long as I could, but there's just too many.
I guess the idea is they updated like recently with like the new thing going, and this has just been ported out to a distance. No elite security officer assess. Okay, we still have more assesses to do. Claude!
I got this.
Ass! Get your ass in! And then we do 2 roll the dice in a row because it's funny to do that.
Take the lead.
Yuffie does this. Wait. Yuffie does this to Windstorm, which is just lol, and then she does doppelgangers. Hyper beam! Whee! I see the pretty fireworks. Petrify pile drive. Jesus Christ.
Be careful. Those guys mean business.
Yeah, go Murgle, go.
We can. Just try to hang on till then, okay?
Where are you going? Alright. Flame Troopers. These are just basic guys.
How about you show
Well, it's the easiest one because they're just basic guys. Basic guys are, again, it's really easy to kill people. Destroy the fuel tank on their back will pressure them. I'm familiar with this because of the Queen's Watch stuff that I have. Oh! Where is... I'm on the wrong character, that's why. Roll the dice. Let's consult the dice. Consult roll the dice. Cloud. Regenerative aura. Synergy ability. Fuck it, soldier Moogle class. Fucking wreck shop. Let's go. Get in there, murder the shit out of things. Wait, throw. Wait, throw. There we go. Do a... No, I already had double game. I meant Windstorm. Windstorm! Woo! There we go. Get that in there. Cloud! Firebolt blade because you can. Yay! Come on. Drop kick! Yeah, fight! Cheer him on. Fortune telling that motherfucker. Cloud. Who else are we murdering? You! Get out of here. There we go. Simple. Very basic enemies there. Very basic enemies, that one.
You're alive.
In other words, for where?
They're hyping up the other Turks a lot with the training. Yeah, Mr. President, yeah. They updated the Turks training very recently.
That was quite an exhilarating experience. Thanks for the company.
I'm excited for when we get a Rufus boss fight at some point again. Because the one in the first game was so fucking good.
Is the heart of the company. He cannot be replaced.
The dude has been president for like a week or two.
Even if it costs us our lives.
He's been president for a week or two. He is currently the replacement. What do you mean?
Once you have retrieved your provisions, proceed to the next location.
He literally, the president literally just got replaced.
I have almost
Oh,
everything
propaganda.
I need to restore the data.
All right then, let's do it to it. The sooner we finish this thing, the sooner we can show them what we're really capable of.
Yeah. Ta-da! His personal escorts. One thing done, and we're actually going to finish another region. You know how long it's been since we finished an area? Because, like, the last area we finished was Junon. Because we didn't get a chance to finish Corel. Elixir! It's all just, like, basic healing items. You know, stuff I'm never going to use. Look, you may have been able to convince me to start using more magic in this game. You can't convince me to start using more items in this game. That's where I draw the line. And yeah, of course, this one too. We found this earlier. We just happened to accidentally walk into MSQ faster. Oh yeah, we actually need the chocobo here. I guess that's the idea. If like you're going through and you're doing like the proto relic last. Hey, you do this proto relic and now you immediately like advance on. Use elixirs? Never. Why would I do such a thing? What do I look like? A terrorist? No. Well, actually, I'm playing as Avalanche. I kind of do. Because if I get used to using items, I can't use items on hard mode. I can use magic on hard mode, just limits it amounts because of MP. But I can't use any items on hard mode.
Hey, what gives?
Your final mission is to snuff out the rogue pair that betrayed our organization.
Just doing the sex trading.
Two former Turks, Rude and Elena, have kidnapped the president whom they were tasked to protect.
Oh no!
Turks are to be afforded no mercy. Their lives are forfeit. Naturally, the two of them know Turk's policy and will fight to the death. Kill or be killed. These are the only possible outcomes of any confrontation.
They have run away from us every time we fight them.
But aren't they friends? How can they go from BFFs to shoot to kill just like that?
Probably gotta be pretty ruthless to make it as a Turk.
They literally keep running away from us. The Turks know their training, but when it comes to us, they're cowards. Damn. They've got the ruthlessness to kill a shitload of other people. They don't have the ruthlessness to actually, you know, deal with the death themselves.
Been a long time.
Yeah, they're both assessed, yeah. I forgot what, yeah. Hitting on powerful offense abilities will pressure her, and dodging a synergy strikes will also pressure her. Powerful offenses will guard with pressures him, and interrupting synergy, yeah.
But I never forget.
Good thing, too. Don't want to be a couple of pushovers.
You'll run like a bitch has less of a ring to it.
Don't be a fool. Open your eyes.
All Shinra has to offer us is exhaustion, and one way to get to the life stream. We're just tools to be used and abused. They're sucking the life out of all just like they're doing to the planet.
Hearing them try to act like these rebellious outlaws is very funny.
The power of his providence. Good to go?
Elena Knuckle. Get back on. Lol, she fell. Alright, roll the dice.
Well, don't say we didn't try to get you.
Expansive shield! Hey. Alright, shockwave. What if I just brave you again?
We're just gonna have to make you.
What whirlwind?
Yes, this is goodbye.
Fortune telling. Giffy! I'm just focusing on you first. Ow!
You asked for it.
Elena's woke now! I was in the universe recording session for this training. What are you weak to again, Rude? Wind. Doppelganger first, though.
Go forth and kick butt, you see.
And then we can do some, ice, wind ninjutsu.
It's time to put on.
No! I stood in that.
Get it together.
I'm gonna have to. Can I get that off in time? Distract him! Bravo! Just seeing him like run up to me as he's got all that shit on him. Very funny. Ow! I tried to be cool. Guess what? It didn't work. Mount. Alrighty. Do more dice. Just do dice. Spam dice. Dice is fun. Spam dice. Spam dice. It's fun. Yeah. Offensive guards. Yeah, he has to have powerful with doing that. Hers is just powerful at all. I should probably be focusing on Lena first. She's taking as much damage, and I'm not been hitting her with like anything. I should probably be focusing on Lena first. She is like the rookie. She's meant to be the easier one. So I just do this. Lol. Fuck her up. Stop strike. Stop kick. Elena Knuckle. Hey.
Taking over.
Get it with the braver. Okay, get on your thing and like just like kill yourself a little bit.
Don't overdo it.
How much pain is she in? Jesus Christ.
Why don't we get away from it all? Take a We can go hang loose in Costa del Sol.
Stalwart stance. Okay. Oh wait. Oh shit! I didn't realize. Oh god. Alina Knuckle, get out of the way.
Here I go.
Is that chasing me? Okay. Cure yourself. Actually, yeah. Heal up Kate because Kate's not gonna be able to like get in there. Alina! Braver!
Seriously, don't know
Hey! Woo! Let's go! Kate! Oh god, don't get out of the way. Triple shockwave. Whoa! Actually, that works. Cow! Dropkick! Oh, go wild, friends! Fortune telling! Woo! Let's go! Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry, but I'm about to like do things to you. Kate! Fortune telling! Oh, they're still exploding. They're just having a little explosions back there, don't worry about it. Bam! Alrighty. Rogue stance! She has a new stance. Stalwart stance? Okay.
Right now, I'm just in it for that vacation.
Whee! Chase me, chase me, chase me. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Jesus Christ, Alina, what are you doing? Alina, what on earth are you doing over there? Alright, Yuffie. There we go. Wait, get out of the way of the shockwave. Oh, God. No, God. Okay, Chakra, I don't have time to heal. I don't have time to cure her. No, stop trying to fucking rude. Alina's like... No! Not the nade field. Get out of here. There we go. Ooh.
Deal with that.
Okay, that. I mean, I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know how one of them dying didn't like stop them from like pulling that off. But okay. Phoenix Draft. I think mission is better. Cloud. Synergy for the Soldier Moogle class. Alright, here we go. I have an idea. I have ideas. This idea is called You're Going to Fucking Die. This idea is called, like, this dude is super fucking dead. Bye. Even as cellular traders don't want to hang out with Avalanche. Yeah, that's gone too far. That's gone too far. Actually, I don't have doppelganger back up. Doppelganger! Get more Yuffies!
Let's get this over.
Petrify pile dive. Fuck it. Woo! Ow! That kind of hurt. Spinning axe kick. I can jump out of the way up pretty easily. Don't worry about it. Shockwave. As long as I get out of the way. Just make sure I've got some wind ninjutsus up. Screwing guys up that we run away from because it really hurts if it catches you. We're fine. Build up to 2 because you're going to do a double, and Cloud's gonna get in there. Oh, you're doing a shockwave. I'm gonna get you in the back. Get out of here. Ow. Okay.
Don't overdo it.
Oh, Jesus.
Why even bother?
Into that. Oh god, okay.
All good.
It's amazing how easy the last two were compared to this. like they do all the other trainings and it feels like they're intentionally meant to be like easy because this is the actual real fight.
Seriously? Give me a break.
And at this point, this is the thing that's building up his stagger gauge the fastest. Yeah.
Can't do all the heavy lifting.
There we go. There we go. Easy. Wasn't fast, but you know. It don't need to be. It don't need to be fast.
Well done. You've
Yay!
to be born Turks.
Yay!
Wow, what an honor.
Turks fight as one, but our duty may require us to sever our binding ties. Which is precisely why.
This is a trap.
Who's there?
Confirming personnel data. ID GAI-153.
Cisne!
Affiliation, General Affairs, Auditing. Turks.
Certainly didn't expect to run into you here.
Hi, Cisne!
Took the words right out of my mouth. What the hell are you doing here?
Shinra sent me to inspect the facilities. Wanted to make sure they didn't have any unauthorized visitors wandering around.
GAI-153? Records indicate the individual with that ID underwent formal training. Wait, are you a Turk?
That'll be enough probing. For my benefit, but mainly for yours. It was enough of a pain to cover up the mess you made at the reactor. Try not to cause any more trouble, okay?
Sorry. Won't happen again.
Anyway, I'm heading back to the village. Once you're done here, I suggest you make tracks.
There's definitely more to her than meets the eye.
Hello? You good?
Hey, Chadley. What happened to the proto-relic?
Oh, forgive me.
Sorry, Cisne's hot.
And there.
Proto-relic!
Incredible. It appears that by restoring the fragmented data, we were able to break the proto-relic's encryption.
Translation?
The potential applications are practically limitless. By converting matter into data distributed across a secure network, shielded from external interference,
Until people come in and beat things
one
up.
could preserve said data indefinitely.
So is it real? Like, can I touch it?
Chadley's trying to work out how to put items on the blockchain. Someone stop him.
The proto-relic in its restored glory.
Chadley's gonna invent Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And he's gonna say, no, actually, all of these macro reactors, we actually need these to stay up. So we can get all of this. World intel complete! It'll help us liberate ourselves from Shinra by having enough money to not rely on them anymore after we, you know, use their reactors to mine cryptocurrency. Honorary Turk! Oh, 2 pass for Chadley. Crypto Pro or my? Which way, closeted trans woman? Greg!
At long last, the knave returned.
Greg!
Beneath the moonlight, in victory shall I revel. My
Are you a sand monster right now?
interloper!
Chadley?
None other. After analyzing the phenomena associated with your sudden disappearance,
Hey, he worked out how to follow us.
devise a way in which to join you virtually.
He worked out how to follow us when we meet Greg.
Surely. Ah, no matter. Be gone, foul conjurer, or I shall make this place your grave.
Oh my! This
I'm getting
is
teased for the music.
fascinating.
I'm getting the music teased to me.
I'm Chadley.
He's wearing the proto
Tell me
relics.
about yourself and about this place.
You dare demand answers of me? Such impudence! What a display of disrespect! Lonesome wealth! Die!
What did I say?
This will not stand!
Yeah, Cloud is actually disappearing and going to this place. He is actually, Cloud is actually I mean, to be fair, there's one thing we know about Greg, is that Greg can open up portals and teleport. See him inadvertently teleporting us to him when we grab a proto relic that he wants.
Chadley, you okay?
I believe so. Yes.
Tell me I didn't dream that shit.
Correct. That was no dream, Cloud. You and I were there, together. Wherever there was, that is. I presume it was another dimension.
Nothing's ever simple.
I sense exasperation. However,
That just comes with dealing
am
with Greg,
emboldened
Cloud, don't worry
to
about
solve
it.
this mystery. I only hope that you will assist me in my quest for answers.
The boss fight against him better fucking and calm. The boss fight against him better be really fun. Like, it requires a lot of work to get to it. The boss fight against him for finishing it all better be fucking good. And it better happen in this game. Yo, Prayer Materia 3? Holy shit. It better, I swear to God, all of this better not be a tease for, oh, he'll appear in the next game. It better not. It better be in this one. I swear to God. I swear to God, if this is like, it's a tease and he'll appear in the next one, Fightable. I'm going to shit on someone's dick, and you better pray it's not yours. Who am I referring to there? Anyone who isn't me! And also myself. I'm honestly hoping I don't shit on my own dick. I press the remove button. There we go. They gotta be in the correct color order. Let me get rid of this ass thing on here. I need to get your bio back. I need to get your poison back. Where's your poison? Where's your poison? There's poison. I need my poison back. I need my poison back. And I need to put earrings on him. I don't need the earrings anymore. Earrings were only for the other fight that we did. Get the ass earrings. Where are the ass earrings? Where are they at? Where are they? There they are. I got the ass earrings. Impressive feat if you manage that. When there's that one picture of the pig that shits on its own balls. It's not quite the same, but you know. Not quite the same. Also interesting revelation about Cisne. Yeah, I mean, sorry, I got so distracted by Greg, the hotter character. That, yeah. By the way, yeah, Cisne is like a Turk and also like actively works for Shinra. So it makes me wonder. Is Cisne like working for Shinra to try and be like, don't worry, I'll handle Gongaga. You don't need to worry about coming here. I've got this place under control, to try and stop Shinra from coming in there? Because she doesn't seem to care about Shinra. Because, like, also Shinra was the place that, like, Shinra were the people who built the reactor that blew up her fucking home. But I have to wonder if it's just, like, she is, like, working with Shinra and being a Turk and everything like that to just be like, I've got Gongaga under control. To just be like, you don't have to send anything here, I've got this place. It makes me curious about, like, what her, you know, everything is. Like, it's like, if I work for Shinra, then I can keep them off Gongaga's back, and then they won't, like, bother us anymore. Because it could be that. It could be that. Also,
I'm happy to report that your survey of the Gongaga region is complete.
Let's go!
Your discoveries have me all the more convinced that humans have the capacity to coexist with
Let's
nature.
go!
It is also gratifying
Coexistence!
to observe how the planet so decisively reclaimed the reactor. Thank you again for providing such priceless insight.
Let's go! Also, I can make a shitload. I can make more petrifies. I can give other people petrifies. I also have limit siphon. Allows you to absorb an ally's limit gauge to fill your room with limit siphon. I feel like that's gonna be more so. I can think of 2 situations where this is particularly useful. Sorry, I can think of 3. I can think of 3 situations where Limit Siphon is something I particularly want to use. 1, putting it on someone if Aerith's in the party to absorb Aerith's limit because hers is healing. So you can absorb her limit to do damage. 2, the opposite. Specifically have Aerith absorb it off someone else to use her level 2. Because I think her level 2 is like prevent physical damage. So you may want like to actively try and farm Aerith's level 2. To be like, I'm going to absorb limit from other characters to keep up the buff of her level 2. And the other one is the example that they show here, which is definitely like part of the intention of Barret is the tank and Barret can have Lifesaver, so if he's building up limit faster than other characters, then do that. Because it's also an idea of like, if you've got like, if Barret maxes out his limit and other characters don't, then any damage that Barret takes is quote-unquote wasting limit. So you could just take some off of Barret because he doesn't need any more while other people are using it. And then Magic Focus, which is potency and duration of linked material spells by 5%. Which that will get very good if just like the... How good Magic Focus will get is going to get ridiculous. I feel like I want that on Poison. Part of me wants to put that on Poison. But again, it also like depends on the boss fights themselves. Like which boss fight you want to use it on.
I wish you all the best in your ongoing hunt.
Find a boss that is actually weak to poison, and then you can like poison do it. Find a tough enemy that's hard to kill but is weak to petrify, and then you can like put that on there so you can just like build up his gauge. I did the thing. I have scenic photos. Oh, I never reported the Corel Desert one.
Hey there. Thank you for tracking down that spot.
I never reported the Corel Desert one.
Great work getting that shot. You really are one shrewd shutterbug. To quote the association, your talents are inimitable. You've got quite the portfolio now. Can't wait to see how it grows.
Hell yeah. I'm a Vogue photographer. I take photographs for Teen Vogue. Hell yeah, let's go. I think we can do it here and they don't make you go back to Corel. Thank fucking God. And they even like made sure, like, if you miss the dialogue, don't worry. He says 2 different lines to give you the different lines about the different ones that he says there. Yay! Gongaga finished! Let's Gongaga! We do have quite a few of these. We have a summon data, we have a regional data, a biological data, and 3 assignment intels. We do have all of that still to do, and we do also have 2 Queen's Blood people to actually fight against in Gongaga. We're not doing those today. We are at like 4 hours. I will not be doing those today. We finished the open world. It's just, you know, we have to actually finish Gongaga. But we'll do that at the start of the next stream. The start of next stream will be VR missions and stuff like that, and then we'll progress on from Gongaga. Definitely the best open world section we've had so far. Definitely the best. Not that the other ones are bad. The other ones are still good for all the reasons I was saying they were good. But Gongaga itself is like a noticeable step up from just like how fun it is to explore. The fact that like you got to put a lot of work into exploring it. And it's fun work to do to put into exploring it. To just the fact that how fucking pretty it is. The Proto Relic is a little disappointing in terms of like it's not something super unique. But that is also just like my expectations for unique Proto Relics might just be too high. Because the Proto Relics for the first area were bandits. And I was just like continuing the bandit storyline. So I think like I saw that one, it's like, okay, that's what Proto Relics are. And then I saw like Fort Condor, and then I saw like the Katoa game. And then I was kind of expecting the rest of them to be minigames. So I think that's more on me.
What?
And also the final boss is pretty good.
Well, you're more than welcome to move here permanently if you want.
You told me to move on when I come back, but you may not know that we did Proto
I
Relics.
should probably start getting ready for my rounds in a few minutes.
But yeah, so we will end it for there for now. Next time is VR missions, some Queen's Blood, and then We're going to an airport. We have multiple directions to go to this airport from, thanks to here and here. So, oh, we've got choices of going to the same place. So that'll be next time. I don't know how long it's going to take to do all the VR missions. Remember, Kujata is in that, so we do have an entire summon. And, well, for these fights, some of these have not been easy in the past. So some of these have not exactly been easy in the past. So there is that to worry about. My auto weapon ability material. I can't get the last one because I gotta finish Proto Relic. Damn, I'm so sad. But yes, we will do that all next time, and we'll see how much main story that we do. Thank you all so much for watching. Everyone in this game is so fun. I mean, like, I'm excited to like go back to main story, see what happens, see what events are going on, and everything like. What was the plan? Where were we going next? I actually have forgotten. We did 2 open world streams in a row for this game, and I didn't stream this game like at all last week, so I've actually been a hot minute since like, where were we going? Cosmo Cannon! Right, because the idea is like we saw the weapons. We saw the weapons and we saw what Tifa saw about the weapons, so we're going there because, it was planetology or something? Planetology or, I was about to say aetherology, that's a 14 thing. Something along those lines, right? It's like that's like the home of planetology. So it's like, why are the weapons doing their things? What are the weapons and everything like that? We're going to Cosmic Canyon to learn about that. See, that's the type of thing where it's just like, that's the type of thing I want to see in terms of like plot progression. Yeah, home planetology and red. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Red also said that. It's just like, oh, by the way, that's where I come from. It's just like, we've heard nothing about you. You just said, like, I am what I am. When we met you back in the Shinra HQ, and he's like, oh, by the way, I'm from Cosmo Canyon. It's also named after a cocktail. But yeah, it's like, even this, like, this is enough in terms of, like, plot progression. In terms of, like, because a lot of it is just like, okay, we're trying to stop Sephiroth, but we really have no idea how to do that, because we don't know where he is, and also, like, obviously, like, the robe guys, like, he can go between them or do whatever he can do with them. But, like, so much of the game just being following the robes really does make the story feel meandering, because it's like, you get to an area, and then it's just like, okay, wait for the robes to walk in a direction, I guess. There's very little, like, proactiveness from our party, and it's just like, this is, like, our party was, like, super proactive in Remake. Which was fun. But now that we're at a point where it's just like, okay, the trail of the robes is kind of gone, so it's like, okay, well, let's go to Gongaga, because there's another reactor there, and we saw a weapon at the last reactor where we at, so maybe we'll see that and learn something more about that. And now we're here, so it's like, okay, so the weapons are starting to do their thing, and Sephiroth's, like, fighting with the weapons in the planet. So let's go somewhere to try and learn more about this. It's like a more proactive... Our party is now, like, actively just being like, okay, let's have a think about what Sephiroth is doing and what he's trying to do, and let's work out ways to try and learn about how to stop him, rather than just, let's follow things for a bit. We're at a point where the plot could very easily pick up, because our characters now have active goals of what they're doing. Because even with the goal of follow the robes, it means whenever we go to a location, there is no goal once we get there. Like, okay, we're in Calm, follow the robes, they're walking to Junon. Okay, but once we get to Junon, there's still no goal? The goal is just to still follow the robes? So it's hard for the story to, like, have anything happen that feels like a story progression thing in terms of, like, what our characters are trying to do. But at least coming to Gongaga and then now going to Cosmo Canyon, it's like, okay, our goal is to get to this next location, and we're trying to do something there. So, my hope is that the story can advance. Because that's what the story did when we got to Gongaga. The story advanced. The idea was we come to Gongaga because there's another reactor there. Maybe we can learn more about the weapons by doing that. And then they went to Gongaga, and then they went to the reactor, and then that happened. They learned more about the weapons. Admittedly, probably not the way they were expecting in terms of Tifa being eaten by one. But we actively went to Gongaga for a reason, tried to do that reason, and then it worked, and then it's taught us more information. So we actually got story progression, we got like a character, we got character development out of that progression as well. The story progressed in a way that made our characters learn some new things or reflect on certain things from their past, and then that advanced their characters and everything like that. So it's like, it's all like very good what we have in Gongaga here. So now that we have a reason to go to Cosmic Canyon, I'm also excited about Cosmic Canyon hopefully also doing that as well. It's the type of thing that a lot of the beginning of this game is kind of missing. Going to Calm has like a little bit of that, but also they kind of cheat by just like skipping the journey from Midgar to Calm, which is like fine. I want to start starting this game with like they're already in Calm and talking about the flashback is the right way to start it. Don't start the game with like walking to fucking Calm. That would be starting with the flashback is absolutely the right way to start it. So that's it. So anyways, that'll be next time, hopefully. I say all this about the story and going to Cosmic Canyon next time. Kajana could take 3 hours. Kajana could take 3 hours to kill. That's always possible. Anyways, I am out of here. Thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, this is version 2, signing out.